All right, I'm live. So what's going on, everybody? I gotta come up with a different intro than that. That's lame, and that is ridiculous. That's a stupid intro. So I'll come up with something else. But this is my very first live stream that I'm doing on my own. Many of you might know me from the Battle of Ohio podcast. Some of you might know me from, formerly from Cincy Jungle. Some of you might know me from my work at atbnetwork.com. So this is kind of like I'm planning on kind of doing my own YouTube channel, or at least putting out content on my YouTube channel going forward. That's like Bengals only related, or maybe like national perspective, as opposed to like the Bengals Browns content that I put out on the Battle of Ohio podcast YouTube channel, and then on Spotify and Apple. If anybody's interested in the Bengals Browns rivalry, go check that out. But anyway, this is basically what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on I got season tickets to the Bengals games, so I'm gonna go to the live home games, and maybe do like a vlog, or kind of report my experiences on that. For the away games, I'll be live streaming, and we can hang out and talk about the games, and it'll be kind of a fun little experience like that. And I'm gonna react to what I see. And then, there will be there will be analysis videos on the games during the off season. I've tried to be coming up with some extra content and stuff like that, and we're just gonna put out some cool stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my intro for what we're doing here. Let's see what we can do. But today we've got the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. So the Bengals are coming off a two-game road streak where they have absolutely blown the doors off of both of their opponents, the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. And the particularly impressive one there, obviously, is the Baltimore Ravens. We kind of had a feeling the Bengals would do well against the Lions, and they did. They killed them in Detroit, and that was nice. That was kind of like that first, oh my god, this Bengals team could be really good. I know it's the Lions, but they could be really good. And then they go and replicate that performance against the Ravens, and it wasn't quite the same thing. The Bengals, they went out there and they were playing them evenly for a lot of that game, and then it kind of broke open after Jamar Chase's 82-yard amazing touchdown that's going to be a highlight, on NFL Network for years and years and years to come. But yeah, the Jets are a different monster. Or I guess lack of a monster. I've been talking about on the Battle of Ohio podcast this week about how I don't feel that it's wrong for fans to look past opponents. Teams, absolutely, the players should absolutely never, ever, ever, ever do that, because they're the ones who have to go out there. They're the ones who have to perform. They're the ones who can get caught off guard. If we fans get caught off guard, worst case scenario is like, oh no, we look stupid. But honestly, I think fans look stupid half the time anyway. It's part of the fun of being a fan, is you can just kind of like let yourself go and root for your team and kind of be an idiot in the process. I enjoy it. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. Point being that I think if you can see down here, well, no, like down here. I got to get used to this. Down here, I've put my prediction for the game. I think the Bengals are going to blow the Jets out of the water. I think the defense is going to continue playing really well. I wouldn't be shocked to see a shutout, but at the same time, maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe the Jets get lucky with a touchdown here, a field goal there, especially considering it is in New York. But I think the Bengals offense is going to come through, maybe not consistently for 4 quarters like the way that you like, because they haven't really done that all season. I'd really like to see them do that, put up consistent points throughout the whole 4-quarter game. But we haven't yet seen them do that. I'm not entirely sure if they're gonna do that, but they're 5-2 right now, and if they continue doing that against the Jets, they'll be 6-2. If they continue doing that against the Browns, they'll be 7-2. Going forward, if you just play like that, you're gonna get good results. And you'd like to see a little bit more than that, but at the end of the day, if they're winning, like a win's a win's a win. And there's ugly wins, but these aren't ugly wins. They're getting the job done. It's not totally pretty the whole time, but they're getting the job done, and that's what matters. And so I think going up against the Jets, right? The Jets could surprise them if they're not ready. I don't think that's going to happen because the Bengals seem to have the right mindset. I wrote about this on ATB Network, that the Cincinnati Bengals are actually going to or all week have been talking, the players have been talking about, this, and that from the Jets. This is what we're, seeing. This is what we're going to pay attention to. We're definitely not looking past them. And I think, believe it, I really believe, actually, that the Bengals are so much more talented than the Jets. They could look past them, and they probably wouldn't win in the way you want to see them win, but they'd probably still find a way to win. But the players aren't doing that, and shows incredible maturity, and it shows why I think that this team is going to be consistently a force going forward. This whole idea, like, is beating up all over the Ravens sustainable? Well, they actually weren't too far away from breaking the game like that the last time they played them last year. They didn't win, but they performed a lot better, at least defensively, than I think people expected. And Joe Burrow got confused, and that was kind of a problem. That's part of the reason the scores looked as lopsided as they were. But if you really paid attention to that game and the changes the Bengals have made in this offseason, you wouldn't be terribly surprised, and you would know that they're definitely capable of doing that going forward. So I think it's replicable. I think it's sustainable. I think the Bengals have the right mindset. I think Joe Burrow is an incredible leader, and he's a big part of the reason why the team's doing this. But it's not just Joe Burrow. It's Larry Ogunjobi. It's DJ Reader. It's Mike Hilton. It's some of these veterans, pretty much all free agents. But I mean, you got also like Sam Hubbard and stuff like that. But so many of the Bengals, like, core non-free agent players are young drafted guys. Except like C.J. Uzomah is a good one. But they're all young drafted guys. So the majority of the veteran leadership you're seeing is really coming from the free agent players that we signed from other teams. But the point being is we have those veteran free agents. So that's what matters, right? So, ultimately, I think this Bengals team is really in a good spot and really has the ability to put together sustained success. And I mean, just take care of the Jets. You don't have to blow them out, but, don't make it, really that much of a game. And I mean, like I said, I said on the podcast, the Cincinnati Bengals are a Super Bowl contender if they keep playing like this. And I absolutely believe that's the case. And I said that I just think they're a Super Bowl contender in general because I believe they're going to keep playing like this. Because the way that they've been playing is fully sustainable. The way that they've been playing, the moves they've been making, the way the players have kind of been, the attitude, it's all like, you keep that attitude, you keep that mindset, and you keep up these results, and it's just going to keep piling on and piling on and piling on. So, I mean, I genuinely believe that, right now, based on the last couple of weeks, that the Cincinnati Bengals are going to sustain their success, and they're going to, I think, get their first playoff win. I'm already ready to say that. I think the Bengals are ready to go get at least their first playoff win this year. Now, again, we'll see. I know it's relatively, early-ish in the season. It's before the bye week. Lots of things could change. Lots of things could happen. But all you've seen over the last, ever since that, god-awful season we had in Zach Taylor's first year, all you've seen is progress. All you've seen is just, the pieces getting further and further and further, bit by bit by bit. And honestly, that 2019 season I felt was more of an amalgamation and, kind of the result of the decay that the Bengals were able, were kind of, allowed themselves to go through in the final years of Marvin Lewis's tenure. Now, I'm not to say that Zach Taylor was perfect that year or anything like that, but I've been on record as saying I think Zach Taylor can. I think Zach Taylor should only really be judged by what he's done this year, and really for the first 11 games of last year, right? Like when you had your guys and you had some belief and you had et cetera, what do you do when those factors are there? Because I don't really blame him for not being able to control Marvin Lewis's team and a bunch of veterans who didn't like him because they thought that their time was up, and it turned out that was the fact and that was the case. So 2019, Mulligan, anything that happened after the first 11 weeks of 2020, Mulligan. And yeah, and there weren't a lot of perfect results in the first 11 games of 2020, but you saw a lot of promising things. You saw yeah, they still need to learn how to put wins together. But you saw that they were competitive with a lot of those teams. You saw that this isn't the same team. This team is like there was this national perception that the Bengals are constantly getting steamrolled, but that wasn't the case. They were losing very close games. Randy Bullock and his calf cramps cost us an entire game. The first game of the season where Joe Burrow was about ready to begin his legend with one of the greatest possible ways of winning that you can imagine, as far as just putting yourself on the scene and saying you remember those old Bengals? That's not these Bengals. So I really think the Bengals' success, their success is sustainable going forward. So the New York Jets, what exactly are the Bengals looking for? Oh man, okay, so the Jets, they got rid of Adam Gase. Wow, did I just say that weirdly? They got rid of Adam Gase. Adam Gase was very bad, and yeah, it was the state of the Jets roster has just gotten to a complete unbelievable point. So I mean, I don't really see a lot of blaming of Robert Saleh, the new head coach, going on, because for the same reasons that I don't blame Zach Taylor for what happened in 2019. I think a lot of people thought that the Jets would be doing a little bit better than they have been because they got some good draft picks in. Robert Saleh is coming in, giving them a fresh new perspective. They got a new quarterback, but he is a rookie quarterback, and he's a rookie quarterback I personally had some reservations about. Not to say he won't be good, just to say that I didn't think that he was necessarily mentally ready for this kind of job, and especially going to the Jets. I wonder how that Zach Wilson ego is going to do playing for the Jets and having this kind of just pain after pain after pain. So I don't know. I think the Jets are going in the right direction, but it's kind of like the Bengals in 2019. It's going to be a minute, guys. Relax. You're going to have to chill for a little while. So the Bengals already being where the Jets want to get. The Jets are at the very beginning of that process, and the Bengals appear to be at the end of that process. The Bengals players have been talking about it. They know what it's like to be there. I, as a Bengals fan, know what it's like to be a Jets fan in this period, because we were there just a couple of years ago. So all that's to say, I don't really see the Jets being super competitive here, especially without Zach Wilson. You got Mike White starting, and any belief that you possibly had that this is going to turn out good, it's gone like that. So there's the way I see it. There's no chance really for the Jets. I mean, there is a chance. That was a really dumb way to put that, I guess, right? There is a bit of a chance. There is always the possibility that the Jets' defensive line, which is the strength of their team, absolutely finds the holes and harasses the hell out of Joe Burrow, and he makes so many mistakes that the Jets, suddenly are in easy scoring range constantly, and the Bengals defense gets worn down, and there could be a perfect storm that happens that leads to the Bengals losing this game. But I'd say as far as the odds go, it's most likely that the Bengals are, at least going to win, if not win decisively, which is basically, the way that most people felt about the Bengals back in 2019. So let's see where the Jets go from here. And obviously, I'm going to watch this game. I fully believe that there is. I fully believe that there is reason to believe that the Jets could, somehow pull off a big surprise. It's happened before. They wouldn't be the first time that a team has lost surprisingly to the Jets recently. I don't think the Bengals are the right kind of team to do that. I think the Bengals are a little too mature for that. I think they're a little too focused right now. Typically, the Jets seem to be able to beat teams that come into the game sleeping on them, looking past them, and not taking the game seriously, which we saw that with the Titans, I believe. The Titans definitely seem like they're kind of up and down on the on the focus wagon. So we'll see exactly what's going on with them. I got Joe Burrow coming out of the tunnel on this broadcast here. By the way, if anybody's watching and you see, I'm behind on any action that happens, it's because I'm basically operating on a delay here. I don't know exactly why, but I seem to always be like a couple of seconds behind. So If anybody watches Tom Grossi streams, you'll know what that's like. You'll know that you're probably going to know what happens a little bit before he's talking. But then again, if you've got like, if you've got like a streaming platform, or you've got like DVR or something like that, you could always, and you really want to hear my voice, which, we'll get there eventually. But I mean, if you really want to hear my voice and you really want to hear me commenting on the game, and it's going to be fun, you should. But if you want to do that and you have the ability to pause the game and watch the game itself on a bit of a delay, might work out a little bit better. Might want to give that a shot. Or if not, maybe just like, you see what happens in the game and then you want to hear my take on it like a couple seconds after while they're lining up for the next play. Or maybe while the next play is already going on. I don't know. It can be kind of a pain in the ass. And, like I said, I watch, streams. I prefer YouTube streamers typically to the broadcast booth partners. And except for, I will say, in this case, we got Tony Romo on the game. So, maybe you'd rather listen to Tony Romo than me. But, sometimes you have just like these terrible TV announcers. And, in this particular case, you're also going to get somebody who's got a Bengals perspective. So, especially if you're a Bengals fan, maybe you don't want to hear the announcers because, especially like in a game like whenever, it seems like whenever the Bengals play the Steelers, especially if Chris Collinsworth, is on the broadcast, it's like, they just spend the whole time like, oh, the Steelers are so great, their fans are so amazing, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the Steelers, the Steelers, the Steelers, the Steelers. And like, nobody ever talks about the Bengals or what's going on with the Bengals, except like, lately everybody's like, wow, who knew the Bengals were going to be good? But it's like the same three, when the Bengals are being talked about, it's the same three lines every time. So if you want some genuine Bengals analysis, some genuine Bengals perspective, here, to the best of my knowledge, like, I'm sure there's other people who live stream the games. I'm not particularly aware of any of them. But maybe I just haven't been looking hard enough. If you guys know of any, why don't you let me know, and I'll give a shout out to them and everything like that. And I ain't trying to necessarily compete with anybody. I'm just trying to give my own perspective. I'm trying to put my content out there and try to be a little entertaining on my own. But I'm also not trying to take away from for example, like I don't know if Ace Boogie live streams games, but New Stripe City. But if he does, I'm not necessarily trying to steal his thunder. I'm just trying to offer people, another option. I'm just trying to offer another perspective out there. And, like right now it says 0 people watching in the stream. That's fine. That's fine. I was going to watch this game anyway, and I was going to, talk about the game. If anything, this will probably be a way for me to, not go... not be as super loud because I have to pay attention to the microphone here and not overload the microphone. So I'm not gonna scare the shit out of my family like I do. Especially against the Ravens. When the Ravens were playing, I think I actually gave everybody in my family anxiety because of how loud I was being. I tweeted it out, but when the Bengals played who was it? I think the Lions. They got off to a bit of a slow start, and I was getting frustrated by it. Threw my phone at the wall. I threw it. To be clear, I threw my phone at the wall because it has an OtterBox on it, and I knew it wouldn't hurt the phone. I forgot to think about the fact that it might hurt the wall. So I put a hole in my wall because the Bengals were not performing quite as great as... I think they were winning at the time. This was before they started blowing them out, by the way. But yeah, that was kind of a ridiculous thing to do. But what I'm saying basically is I'm going to react to this. I'm going to get excited. I'm going to be a fan. But it also kind of gives me a little bit of a buffer from going way too over the top. And I'd rather scare the shit out of you guys than scare the shit out of my family because at least you guys are coming to watch me. They didn't have a choice. So let's see. We got the. Oh, by the way, just like on the Battle of Ohio podcast, I probably will be having a beer, maybe 2 during the game. We'll see how that works. Right now, I'm pretty dehydrated because I had some awful food at, well, I'm not going to call them out on the live stream because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not trying to take away someone's business or anything like that. But, suffice to say, there's a particular restaurant in Mason, Ohio that I just ate at, and, I got a high cholesterol, guys, so I can't, my menu options are pretty limited. So the food that they did have for me that I could eat was already limited enough, and the food that and when I finally found something on the menu that sounded good and kind of worked with, my dietary needs, it was terrible. Not and I've found plenty of food I can eat just fine. But that place, oh my god, it was like this Power Bowl, and it was just like this weird dressing on the greens and this. I don't know. It was terrible. But like I said, I'm not going to call them out by name because I don't want to take away anybody's business. That's not what I'm not trying to do anything like that. Looks like we got one viewer in the stream. So hello viewer. Why don't you put a comment down so I can tell who you are? That would be cool. But anyway, just to give you no, there goes the viewer. Goodbye viewer. Okay. All right. So, it's Jordan. Oh, what's up, Jordan? There we go. Okay. So all right. So anyway, guys. Yeah. Basically, this is what I'm going to be doing for all the Bengals away games, or at least most of them, unless I have some sort of conflict. So look for more content that I'm going to personally pump out through my channel. Are the Bengals going to win? Jordan, I put a prediction down, like right here we go, right here. Prediction: 35-10 Bengals. It says that right there. I don't even know if that's something I'm going to be doing for every single game. That's just something that I'm doing right now, just for the hell of it. So yeah, quick shout out to anything else you all might want to see me doing. I'm going to be. I write for AroundTheBlockNetwork.com, ATBNetwork.com actually, and cover the Cincinnati Bengals. So you might want to go check that out. Battle of Ohio podcast on YouTube. Jordan is asking, what is your Halloween costume? I totally have a Halloween costume. I don't know, Jordan. Murphy's going as Wolverine. So there's that. He's also going to be at his dad's, so I'm not even going to be going out for Halloween. So I don't know. If I was going to go with something, maybe I might go as Joe Burrow, because I already got the jersey. I also got an Andy Dalton jersey-ish type thing, so I can go as Andy Dalton. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't really have anything, so. Maybe next year. I didn't have the confidence to grow a mustache like you. So. All right, Bengals Jets. What are your thoughts on Joe Burrow said Cincinnati chili is just okay? Jordan, I don't know if you remember. Now you I don't know if you were following me on Twitter back then. When Joe Burrow first came to Cincinnati and said that bullshit. But I was furious with him. I made a whole meme, like, you were the like, you know that Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, in Star Wars Episode 3, where he's like, you were my brother, Anakin. I made some sort of meme like that. Like, Joe Burrow, you were the chosen one. How could you hate on Skyline like that? Like, oh, come on now. No, not okay, Joe. But you know what? If you bring us a Super Bowl, then you can tell me you like Gold Star, and I'll look past that. All right. So let's say we got Bengals Jets on the docket. Bengals, I think, should smoke them. Like I said, my prediction here is 35-10 Bengals. I wouldn't be shocked to see them do more. I also wouldn't be shocked to see them just barely beat them the way they did with the Jaguars, and started out kind of doing with the Lions until they really kind of broke that game open. But Mike White, the quarterback, and oh man, if the Bengals do pull off the third consecutive road win in a row, though, and blowout win at that, then I don't even know what to is there even any argument against this team anymore? I know it's the Jets. Okay, I know it's the Jets. I know the other one was against the Lions, but you throw the Ravens game in there, and the Bengals are not just beating who they're supposed to beat; they're demolishing who they're supposed to beat. They've got all this momentum. Where's the end? Joe Burrow said he was mic'd up. Joe Burrow said if the Bengals win the division, they can win it all. So that's what I'm saying. Why can't the Bengals go win it all? I definitely think the Bengals are going to win a playoff game if they keep going this way. It's going to happen. It's going to be this year. If I didn't necessarily think they were going to even make the playoffs this year at the beginning when I did my predictions. But I do now. Commit to this today. If the Bengals win the Super Bowl this year, you will shove a bag of jelly beans up your nose. No. No, I'm not going to shove a bag of jelly. I'll shove a couple jelly beans up my nose if you want. If fuck, Jordan, you know me. Like, I'm impressionable. I'll probably just do that anyway, just to make people laugh. But a whole bag, no. I'm not about to actually break my nose because the Bengals did something cool. Now if the Bengals do win the Super Bowl, you will see me going on YouTube and losing my goddamn mind. I promise you that. But a whole bag of jelly beans, I don't know about that. That'd be special. That'd be special. That'd be very painful, and I ain't trying to cause myself pain. You know, I've gone through enough pain as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, and you know, Jordan, you in particular know how much of a Cincinnati Bengals fan I am. So it's been a little bit too much. God damn it. Not gonna explain that one, but you know. Thanks for the Bengals comment. You know, thanks for good luck, Bengals. Thanks for the love, Jordan. I'm not going to explain the rest of that comment. So, all right, there's my boy Boomer Esiason. I'd say my favorite player in Bengals history, but it might be Joe Burrow now. Honestly, like you know, Joe Burrow is just so like. I mean, he's from Ohio. You know, he was like he played for Athens High School when I was in Athens, going to Ohio University. And, you know, his dad was the defensive coordinator for the football team when I was there. So just a lot of ties to really just me personally. And I love his attitude. I love his demeanor. You know, he's kind of an inspiration, just, you know, hearing him, the way he talks, and, you know, him expressing a lot of the same philosophies I try to express and I try to live by. So you gotta love it, and I've always loved Boomer Esiason. I've loved his swagger. I loved the way that he was the man when I was growing up. You know, he led the Bengals to a Super Bowl. He won an MVP. He was exciting. Played in a really interesting offense, but Joe Burrow is just doing so many new things. All right, so broadcast got the. God, you'll love to see it. The Cincinnati Bengals on top of the AFC North. After the couple of years we've had, man, it's needed. All right, you got Evan McPherson taking the kickoff, and looks like it's going to go through the end zone. Jets are going to start at the 25-yard line. So you got Mike White coming out, and former Western Kentucky Hilltopper? Is that... What actually is Western Kentucky's mascot? I don't know. The Big Red. The Hilltoppers. Yeah, I was right. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, Mike White's college of choice. Mike White lined up directly under center, and his first play is a play action, almost gets taken down. Pass to the backfield, and man, all right. Bengals got to do better defense than that, man. Oh, boy. I believe that was a short pass to Michael Carter. Ended up going for about 7 yards there. 9 yards. Oh, ugh. All right. Got to clean that up, Bengals. That's that is not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Not how you want to start the game. All right, so Jets are huddled up. That was Michael Carter, by the way. All right, so Mike White under center once again. Motions a man to his left. Takes the snap and fakes a pitch. So a lot of play action going on here. And nobody's covering the dude in the middle of the field. Oh, my God. There's a flag. All right. So, I mean, that was a 20-yard gain by Denzel Mims on the pass play there. Looks like they're calling holding on the offense. All right, so that, I mean, good. I'm glad that that saves the Bengals from a big play. That's good, but it was on Elijah Moore. Wow, saves the Bengals from a big play, and I'm not even seeing where this Holding his hand. Oh, the holding's have. Okay, yeah. So, still let a pass kind of go by for no reason, really. But yeah, Eli Apple probably would have made that tackle if he hadn't been held. So, I mean, that's part of the reason the play looked as bad as it was, but it's still 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 on the Jets' 41-yard line. Shifting around. Mike White, alone under shotgun, takes the snap, and he throws and completes it for about a 6-yard gain. So that's obnoxious. This Bengals defense is better than this. They're just, maybe they got to get going. And that's actually something that they do quite often. Not the Bengals defense, the Bengals offense, but the Bengals as a team have been more of a second half team this year. So, I mean, I don't know. You got to do better than that, though, especially against the Jets. Come on. All right. Mike White under center once again. Single back formation. Another play action. That's all they're doing is play action. And it's pass completed right up the middle to former Bengal Tyler Kroft. And it's just like, they're getting a little bit of pressure, but they're just no coverage in the middle of the field, guys. Come on. You got so many linebackers who can cover, and you're just getting nothing done. We got 3 listeners in the chat now. If you're listening, guys, comment down below. I'd love to see who's actually listening to this live stream. But anyway, we got Mike White back in shotgun formation. 2 blockers anyway. He's got Tyler Kroft and Michael Carter to either of his sides. And he takes the snap, goes back a little bit, short dump off to Michael Carter, and it goes for like a 6-yard gain. And it looks like he was about to get more, but I think he just stepped out of bounds. So we'll see exactly where the refs spot that there. But, man, I don't understand, man. Whatever defensive scheme Lou Anarumo's cooking up here is just they're just biting off chunks and chunks and chunks, and that's been the opposite of what the Bengals defense has done so far this season. So you got to get that cleaned up, guys. 4 listeners in the chat now. Feel free to comment down below or comment in the chat and say hi. What's up, guys? All right, under center takes the snap, hands off, and there you go. That's how you play some good defense. So you got Johnson there getting swallowed up in the backfield for about a 1-yard loss. Price is right. Thanks for doing this. Mike White is really good. Yes, Mike White is, I don't know. I wasn't impressed the way he played against the Patriots. I think he directly led to why they had such a big blowout as they did. I know his first pass was a touchdown, but after that it was 2 interceptions. So I don't know about this. But, hey, Price is right. Thanks for showing up and hanging out. If Mike White beats us, I'll admit that he's good. I will say that. Shotgun formation takes the snap. Michael Carter runs up the middle for a first down. Because why the hell not? Because of course. I don't understand this defense, man. I don't understand what they're trying to do here. They're just getting shredded by the play action. And it's all they're doing. They're doing play action. And they ran the ball a couple of times, but for the most part, all they're doing is play action. You can't do something with that. I don't know. Maybe they'll hold him to a field goal, though. All right, shotgun snap. Zach Wilson dumps off to Michael Carter. Looks like they got him in the backfield, and they let him out of the backfield for about a 3-yard gain. So that's stupid. Oh man, you got to do better than that. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Jets haven't scored once in the first quarter this season. So, barring a turnover, that's probably going to happen. Gotta be ready, guys. I don't know what they were thinking. They look like they're just coming in this game completely unprepared, at least defensively. I don't know, man. I haven't watched too much Jets film, so Zach Wilson takes the snap, and it's a fucking 15-yard dump-off pass to the running back. And I don't understand what this defense is doing. This is ridiculous and stupid. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm completely baffled by the defensive scheme here. It's not working. Something's got to change. I mean, I'm hoping they can keep him out of the end zone, but right now it's just like it seems like save for a couple of plays, a couple of good plays here and there. Save for that, they're just letting him go down the field and down the field and down the field, and it's just looking bad. It's just looking bad. 3 people watching, feel free to comment in the chat. Let me know who you are, because I want to find out. You got a flag. They calling that false start because they stopped the play. It's either that or a neutral zone infraction. Or is it offsides? Which one is it? Is it neutral zone infraction or offsides where they stop the play? False start. Okay. You got a false start on the offense. So the Jets are kind of killing themselves with penalties, and the Bengals are still letting them march down the field. Denzel Mims. These wide receivers, man, they're just playing undisciplined. Before it was, who was it? It was 8. I forget who 8 is. But Denzel Mims just didn't get set right. That's what happened. So, all right. So 1st and 15 for the Jets. You've got Zach Wilson in shotgun formation. Tumps all the way back and for a pass. And they're going to call Eli Apple for pass interference on that? Man, it wasn't even a good pass. You didn't even have to do that. Yep, probably. Eli Apple's going to get called on pass interference here. And I was saying for the first 4 weeks of the season, Eli Apple's a liability. And he's been playing better lately. But, God, you cannot do that. Zach Taylor's arguing something, and he doesn't look pleased, but he also looks like he's getting somewhere with it. And they're calling it decent pass interference on Eli Apple. Come on, dude. Where in Ohio are you? I live in Fairfield, Ohio. So I live in the same town that Jackson Carman grew up in. Originally for Coleraine, Ohio, but me and my wife moved out to Fairfield about a year and a half ago, roughly. Fairfield, Ohio, represent. So, all right, you got Zach Wilson in shotgun formation. He's motioning a man to his left, takes the snap, dump off, more of a shovel pass, I guess, to Michael Corder, and he just walks into the end zone. Like, nobody, he had like 3 Bengals around him, and none of them went for the tackle. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me, guys? Are you... I'm sure they're gonna get it together. I'm sure the Bengals are gonna, they're not gonna keep playing like this all game. But that first drive was just absolutely nuts. So for y'all who are watching right now, I said at the beginning of the broadcast, but also just a reminder, I do position grades. I do a lot of content for atbnetwork.com. So right now, the Bengals defense is definitely looking like it's going to get a bad position grade for me. Because that was such an awful drive. You cannot be serious. How on earth do you just let them march all the way down the field like that with basically no resistance? And, they out-penalized. Like, I know Eli Apple had that, defensive pass interference. But the Jets committed more penalties. The Jets committed more penalties than the Bengals on that drive, and the Bengals still just absolutely let them just waltz down the field, no resistance. I don't understand. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Bengals got to do better than that, man. You absolutely gotta do better than that. All right, so just a recap of what happened, guys. If you're just joining me, if you're joining me and weren't watching the game before. First drive of the game, Bengals kick off to the Jets, and they actually I believe they won the coin toss again. So it's just the Bengals are just a coin toss winning machine, and so basically they're just the Jets got a touchback, 25-yard line, marched 75 yards down the field, virtually unimpeded. There was one good run stop in there, and other than that, it was just it was a boom, 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 boom. It was not only got points on the board, but it took a while to do it. So the Bengals defense that entire time, they're letting chunk plays, which hurts the morale, and in addition to that, the defense is staying on the field and getting tired out. Yeah, I know it's just the first drive. They're not going to get tired out over one drive, but I mean, you got to clean that up because if that happens the rest of the game, and God forbid if the offense gets off to a rough start, oh man, I don't know. So for anybody watching right now, one thing that I kind of wanted to do with this stream is I wanted to kind of put up a dynamic StreamYard overlay here, where I put up the score of the game and I kind of updated throughout the game. I've seen that done on live streams before, but I don't understand. I don't know how to actually do a dynamic overlay like that. So if anybody knows how to do that, put it down in the comments or the chat. Let me know because that's something that I think would be really cool and kind of help with the overall experience of this whole thing. All right, so we're getting back to the broadcast now. Michael Carter's over there just grinning ear to ear. And the Bengals defense looks like trash right now. I mean, again, I'm sure they'll get better. I'm sure they'll, improve, but that first drive was just absolute crap. Ball goes almost all the way through the end zone. Bengals going to set up at the 25, and man, you've got to answer. I know it's just the first drive of the game. I know there's a lot of game left to go, but you've got to go answer. Otherwise, the crowd's going to start getting into it. The Jets are going to believe like they got a shot. And look at my prediction, 35-10 Bengals. Jets are already, a field goal away from matching the point total that I thought they would get. So, I mean, unless the defense just, shuts them out the rest of the game, looks like I was wrong. Joe Burrow, alone in empty formation. The man, the myth, the legend, my jersey. And he throws a dump off to Jamar. Jamar just bobbles the fucking... It was right in your hands, and you can't... Joe Burrow throws an incomplete pass to Jamar Chase because Jamar Chase just completely forgets how to catch. Like it's the preseason all over again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I want to analyze this game a little bit more than what I'm doing right now, but I'm just so blown away by everything that I'm seeing. 4 people watching right now live. It's good. I'll take that at least. And all right, so you get a complete pass to CJ Uzomah, almost drops it, but does get it. So you got about 5 yards there on the catch, and so no 6 yards. So you got 6 yards. So you got 6 yards on the catch, and 3rd and 4. I mean, it's 3rd and short. So the idea is that's easy to complete, right? Not for the Bengals. That's the one thing they haven't been good at doing is converting 3rd and short. So they've been much better actually at completing 4th and short, which is insane. But Joe Burrow takes the snap, rolls back. And that was a good decision to throw to Tyler Boyd there on the I believe the drag route, and he gets tackled a yard short. And because they're in bad territory, the Bengals are going to punt. What a joke! What a joke, guys! It's the Jets. Are you fucking kidding me? Awful, 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 awful. Thank God I decided to live stream, right? Because at least I'm being productive. While the Bengals are just if I was just watching this by myself, I'd just be so depressed right now. But, watching on a live stream, it's at least I can be productive, and at least I'm not going to, potentially get super depressed by what's going on, because at least I can talk it out, so. 3 people watching the stream right now, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to go check out atbnetwork.com. Go check out my Bengals content and also my power rankings, which on this channel, 4 people watching right now. On my channel, I'll also be doing. I'm also planning on doing some power rankings videos to supplement what I'm doing on atbnetwork.com. Some Bengals breakdowns of the games. Maybe some previews too, I'm not sure. Go check out the Battle of Ohio podcast. That's me and Thomas Stargell of the Thomas J Network and T_star94 on Twitter and Instagram. He's a big Browns fan. I'm a big Bengals fan. We think the Bengals and Browns are due for a resurgence in their rivalry, basically kind of over the next couple of years becoming one of the most prominent rivalries in the NFL. And even if it doesn't, we're still going to cover it because it's, fun. And it's a hell of a lot better than talking with a Steelers fan. But, yeah, go check out the Battle of Ohio podcast, guys. Go check me out at Kyle Phelps 92 on Twitter for basically just all Bengals content. Go find me on Facebook.com/the Phelps. I talk about the Bengals a lot there too, but I'm also a little bit more personal on Facebook too, so it might not just be all Bengals. So yeah, Jordan, why are we losing, Kyle? I thought this was a sure thing. Because Jordan, the Bengals do this thing all year where they get off to slow starts, and I didn't think that they were going to get off to this slow of a start. But they got off. They're getting off to a pretty damn slow start. I'm not panicking yet. I'm very frustrated. If you're watching the stream, you can tell I'm very frustrated by this team playing like this right now. But I do believe that the Bengals are probably going to turn it around. At the end of the day, they're a much more talented team than the New York Jets. They should just be able to out-talent them at the end of the day. Zach Taylor's really good at putting together halftime adjustments, so if this does go all the way through the whole half, which, God, I hope it doesn't, because that would be torture. But if it does, I fully believe Zach Taylor can pull things back together and readjust things and come up with a better scheme in the second half. But they're just punching us in the mouth right now. This is terrible. Cincy is losing because of Mike White. Man. I mean, first of all, no. Yes, Mike White is making good decisions. I will give him that. But I mean, it's a lot of dump off passes. They're losing because of Michael Carter. All right, so Mike White takes the snap, rolls back, scrambles around, and gets a dump-off pass. Oh, finally, they actually tackle somebody for like a 2-yard gain. There you go, Von Bell. All right, so that was a good play. See if this defense can actually get their heads out of their ass, though. That'd be nice, man. You can't let them score here. If you let them score here, it's just fucking killer. It's going to be awful. But look, man, this is a good defense. I'm telling you, this is a good defense. I think they'll turn it around. I've been saying that this whole stream. If you just tuned in, I think they'll turn it around. But that was just such an awful first drive. Mike White, shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off, and nobody can tackle. All right, it's third down. Or it's third down. It's still possible to stop them here. The Bengals just got stopped on third down, so. This Bengals defense, man, they can do it. They can do it. You got to start getting some more pressure, though. I don't know what. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, I think the Jets just did a quarterback sneak. Looked like they got more than enough yards. That's terrible. All right, well, I'm just gonna keep saying I expect the Bengals to turn it around. They're doing a little bit better on this drive than they did on the last drive. So, I mean, that's something. Just sometimes it's a slow burn with the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know. But Jets are lining up in shotgun formation. Mike White is sitting back and waiting for the snap. Takes the snap, rolls back, fires, and it's complete for about 6 yards. And that's annoying. Very annoying. Very annoying. Price is Right. Are you a Bengals fan or a Jets fan? Price is Right. I mean, you're welcome here either way, but I don't like I know Jordan. Jordan's a buddy of mine going back to like elementary school, but I'm not familiar with the Price is Right other than the TV show. All right, 2nd and 4, and looks like the Jets took a timeout. Must have not like the look that they saw on the field. Yep, timeout Jets. All right. Oh boy, this is rough. I haven't even gotten the beer out yet, but. Bengals. If you go on my Twitter account, my little like intro bio thing says lifelong Cincinnati sports prisoner. The Bengals drive me to drink more often than not, and man, you gotta get something going. It's the Jets. Don't lose to the Jets. Come on. Look, it's the first quarter. I'm not gonna panic because I've seen the Bengals have slow starts in the first quarter, but like, come on. Oh, man. All right. Halloween edition of the Cincinnati Bengals NFL going up against the New York Jets. What do we got going on the 2nd and 4 after the timeout? Mike LaFleur. Mike LaFleur. I thought he was a good hire. I think he will continue doing good things for the New York Jets. I hope he doesn't continue doing good things this game. But I did think he was a good hire. No pressure. That's part of the problem. And he throws a pass to Griffin, number 86, the tight end. And just this no pressure. Nobody's getting anything done against him. This offensive line is bullying our defensive line. It's terrible. Bengals, but now a Jets fan due to Mike White from NKU. Okay. All right. Price is right. All right. All right. Well, so wait, are you going to continue being a Jets fan when Zach Wilson comes back and Mike White gets benched? Like, are you just going to stop being a Jets fan then? That would be interesting. All right, terrible snap going on there, and the Jets just. So yeah, sorry, I should be saying what's going on during these snaps. They had a kind of a bobbled snap going on. Mike White passes it to Michael Carter. Mike Carter passes it back to Mike White for the flea flicker, and he completes it to number 82 for the really, 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 really stupid play by the Bengals there. Price is right. No, you are not going to go back to being a Bengals fan, even though Mike White isn't starting. Okay, I don't know why you go from being a Bengals fan to a Jets fan. You're not really gaining anything. And it's an interception! Oh! There you go, Jesse Bates returning it. I think he might go all the way. Oh! He's going in for... Oh! And just tackled at the 1 yard line. Oh, my God. You cannot be... Oh! Oh, they almost got the pick six. Almost got the pick six, man. What? Oh! But no, you know what? What a play. That gets the Bengals right back into this and just get a touchdown here, and the Bengals are right back into it. Man, what a play by Jesse Bates, his first interception of the season. And that is why I think the Bengals could, even if they struggle against the Jets like they're doing right now, at the end of the day, the Bengals are just more talented, and as a result, even if the Jets out-strategize them, which would be annoying, but the Bengals will, I believe, out-talent the Jets, and that's what's going to happen going forward. You got Joe Burrow in the shotgun snap after the interception on the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. And he takes the snap, hands off to Joe Mixon, who goes nowhere. All right. No, as in won't be a Jets fan. Okay, yeah. So you're only a Jets fan because of Mike White. That's fair. That's fair. Zach Wilson, personally, I'm not a big fan of Zach Wilson's personality. I wouldn't want to be a Jets fan just for Zach Wilson alone. And then before that, Adam Gase. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, you got to go back to, the 90s Jets before you find some personalities I like. I kind of liked Mark Sanchez, but he was also kind of an embarrassment. All right. Joe Burrow taking the shotgun snap. Well, waiting for the shotgun snap, rather. Takes it. Hands it off to Mixon again, and he goes nowhere. And I'm really... Jesus Christ. It didn't work the first time. Didn't even come close to working this first time. You got no running game going on right now. What are you doing? Why are you handing it off to Joe Mixon twice? I mean, maybe do it 2 times, but on 1st and 3rd down. On 2nd down, do a play action. That's how the Jets have been killing the Bengals this game, is through play action. How's Joe Burrow... not at least audibling to that, man. This play calling. I don't know. I think it's kind of cheap to criticize play calling, but that's what it looks like right now. Backed up to the 3 yard line, Joe Burrow takes the snap, and it's caught. Oh my God, Jamar Chase! That's the 2nd time Jamar Chase has dropped the ball, and this time in the end zone. What are you doing? What are you doing? He didn't even get hit. He just dropped the ball. God, it's like preseason all over again, man. Looks like they're going for it on 4th down. Oh, man, Zach Taylor. I like it. I like the aggression. I don't disagree with the call here. I'm going to look real stupid if they don't make it. But you got 4th down, man. Just go punch it in. Come on. Joe, he's calling for the shotgun snap. He gets the shotgun snap. He runs back. And... gets sacked! Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? What is happening? I know the Jets' strength of the team is the defensive line. I was talking about that before the stream. I talked about that in my article, and look at my prediction. Look at my prediction. 35-10 Bengals. Rip Kyle Phelps. Rip Kyle Phelps. But you know what? I'm gonna stand by it. I mean, I might be changing my prediction now, but you know, I'm a man of my convictions. I said what I said, and looks like the Bengals are going to make me look like an idiot. But you know what? People get shit wrong sometimes. So I mean, it's still possible. Still possible. Man, I cannot believe the Bengals just wasted that Jesse Bates interception on just being able to do absolutely nothing on offense. You get run, pass, and then you go for it on fourth down. You leave points on the board. And I mean, okay, full disclosure, I did say I liked the call. I like going for it. But man, this, yeah, I don't know, man. And I'm not entirely sure. Like, Joe Burrow's got to be able to get out of that sack. It's like, you know, I know he had a guy on him, but Joe Burrow should be able to get out of that sack, man. I don't know. And improvisation is supposed to be his biggest strong suit, and he's not looking like that. Jordan Link. Kyle, what the fuck just happened? Well, I'll tell you what the fuck just happened, Jordan. The Bengals' offense is just getting absolutely annihilated by this Jets defensive line, and Joe Burrow got sacked, and the Jets are going to have the ball on like the 5 or 6 yard line, and the way the Bengals defense is playing, it's not looking good, man. It is not looking good. Price is right. Where does Joe Burrow rank as the all-time best Cincy quarterbacks? Well, first of all, Price is right. Joe Burrow is just barely past his, has just barely passed. I forget what the exact number is, but it's like 17, 18, 19 games that he's played as a member of the Cincinnati Bengals, so he looks like he could be the best one ever. Where does he rank right now? He ranks pretty far down because he hasn't really done a whole lot. He's gotten injured. He's played well. He's given people hope. But, I mean, Jeff Blake's done more than Joe Burrow so far. No, not to criticize Joe Burrow, by the way. Not to criticize Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's, you know, a very talented guy, and he's going to be a great quarterback in this league. And he probably one day will end up being the best one the Bengals have ever had. But right now, he just hasn't really done a whole lot because the Bengals, you know, are only really good this year. Jet sweep pass, jet sweep toss to number 8 there. And Jets just get another first down, basically doing nothing to stop it on the Bengals' end. Bengals just absolutely getting worked by the Jets right now. If it wasn't for that interception by Jesse Bates, this would just be really, really depressing. I don't know, man. But, man, Joe Burrow, you got to escape that. Quentin Spain's out here getting worked. He's been one of our best linemen so far. Take that off. Mike White. It's another interception! It's another interception by Akeem Davis-Gaither. Jermaine Pratt, sorry. This is why I'm not a broadcaster. I'm working toward it, though. This is my first time actually doing a live play-by-play for a full game. So, I'm my bad. Jermaine Pratt with the interception. And it's 2 in a row. And, my God, that's the only way the Bengals are going to be able to survive what's going on right now is by making crazy-ass plays like that. And Jermaine Pratt with the interception. Bengals are set up in good field position again. But, my God, go do something with it. Because, I mean, honestly, right now, if you can go just get a touchdown, and suddenly it's 7-7, and that whole awful first half is just, you know, it's not erased from memory. I'm still going to remember it. But as far as, like, results go, and they lose a yard on a pitch play to Joe Mixon. Guys, come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? The running game is not working right now. You're on short field position. Do something more creative than that. It's kind of like a pitch screen, sort of. I don't know, but whatever it is, it didn't work, and it hasn't been working. And, man, you've got to do better than that. Got to do better than that. And we're not going to go for it on fourth down now because I guarantee you Zach Taylor's going to go for the field goal if we don't get a first down. Joe Burrow takes the snap, and there you go, Samaje Perine, and it looked like a horse collar to me, but, whatever. Bengals get the first down. Fresh set of downs. Go get something done. What is it? Looks like they're going to be on the 5-yard line. Samaje Perine gets taken down right at maybe the 4. Where did they spot him? I think they could call that the 4, but kind of hard to see in the broadcast here. Looks like, they got it on the 3. Cool. Bengals got the ball on the 3-yard line. Joe Burrow under center. Takes the snap. Fakes a handoff and throws it to... T. Higgins drops the ball. There's a flag on the field. Looks like it's going to be pass interference on number 30 for the Jets right there. And, man, the Bengals are not winning this game. Or the Bengals are not really competing in this game. The Jets are just handing them opportunities. This is ridiculous. Holding on Brandon Eccles, cornerback. And I can't tell. He's either pissed off or hurt. Maybe a little bit of both. Got trainers coming over, so he might be hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Don't ever want to wish injury on anybody at all. So it looks like maybe came down awkwardly on that elbow. Not really sure. Maybe the shoulder. It looks like he kind of started grabbing for his shoulder. I'm not really quite sure. But hopefully, for his sake, he's okay. Bengals luck out, though, with the holding call. And actually, to be completely honest, I'm not going to lie. T. Higgins probably catches that ball if Eccles wasn't holding there. So I would call that a good play by the Bengals, not just a luck out moment, because that probably was that was probably a touchdown. So honestly, probably I guess ultimately a little bit bad luck by the Bengals there, because now now instead of definitely having the touchdown, you have to go get you have to go get in the end zone from like probably like the 1 yard line, and you just got stuffed on the 1 yard line on the last drive. So we're going to have to see what the Bengals are going to do here. I'm over here about to have a heart attack, and the 3 people currently watching right now are probably just, well, I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, you're probably miserable with me. If you're, either a relatively neutral fan or you're one of my friends, you're probably just enjoying watching me melt down. Oh my God! Like I said, I really believe the Bengals are going to turn it around. I also, as I said, the Bengals are just at the end of the day probably going to out-talent the Jets, and that's kind of what's been going on right now. The Bengals, the way the defense has been playing, the way the offense has been playing, I mean, this could already be a blowout right now, by the Jets. But 2 interceptions, just simply because the Bengals are more talented than the Jets, is basically keeping the Bengals right there in this game. We get a touchdown here, game's tied, and hopefully you can get some sort of scheme going back, and you basically play 3 really good quarters the rest of the game. That's, I think, the hope. But hasn't been looking good so far. Looking okay right now. I mean, this defense is pouncing on them. They're letting things happen, but they're also creating turnovers, which is something they haven't been doing a lot in recent weeks. I think I'd rather just see them stop them rather than generate a ton of turnovers. But I guess at least if you're not going to stop them, you might as well generate some turnovers. But I'd rather see them play a little more consistently dominant than this, especially against the Jets, who have just been offensively awful this year. But, we'll see what happens. Back on the field, Joe Burrow lined up under center in, it was an I formation. Now he's transitioning to empty. And on the 1 yard line, throws, caught by Joe Mixon he caught it. It's looking like the Bengals are going to have it literally on the inch line. I mean, what do? You just quarterback sneak it here? You force the issue. I mean, I know you don't want to... Wow, what a catch by Mixon, too. That was like kind of a... I don't want to say a bad throw by Burrow, because I think he was kind of putting it in a position only Mixon could go get it. But, I mean, that was like that was like a fingertip catch. He's just like, yeah. So... That was a really, really good heads-up catch by Mixon there. And I'm not going to criticize Burrow too much on that throw, because I think he might have been doing that on purpose, because he doesn't want the ball to be intercepted. So the Bengals are on the 1 inch line, and my God, if you can't punch it in from here, I don't know what you're doing. So, yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm kind of interested to see right now? What do we got stats wise going on in this game? Let's check the ESPN box score. I want to see what's going. Oh, what's going on with the Browns and the Steelers? Looks like the Browns are beating the Steelers as they should. So, man, Bengals, you gotta go. You gotta go finish this game off against the Jets. Don't let this game be the thing that sends you back. I don't know. Let's see. What do we got? We got Michael Carter's got 20 yards rushing so far, 6.7 yards per rush. Like, what a joke. 6.7 yards per rush. You just let him do that all day, and they might as well just run the damn ball all day. There's nothing to go against that. Like, there's no defense that you can put out that is going to stop them if you're letting 6.7 yards every time he rushes the ball. Mike White has been mostly doing okay, save for some interceptions. I believe both interceptions were tip interceptions, so they weren't completely entirely his fault, but definitely making his stat line not look good right now. Joe Burrow's been sacked once, and that was definitely a blown block by Quentin Spain, but I think Joe Burrow probably could have gotten out of that one. That was a little ridiculous, but he's only got 22 yards passing right now, which is not good. Joe Mixon has negative 3 yards rushing on 3 attempts. So he's averaging a 1 yard loss every time he tries to run the ball. Terrible. Small JP Ryan leads the team in receiving right now with 13 yards on 1 catch. Nobody has multiple catches in the game. Partially because Jamar Chase has had 2 drops. 2 just complete drops. They're not even like you understand. There's like the ball's right on you, and there's nobody around you. You just completely like can't get your hand around it. And then the other one, I know there was a defender on him, but the defender wasn't on him when he gets his hands around the ball. So you still got to make that catch, especially in the end zone. Come on, what a joke. Jordan Link, I don't know what the difference between offsides and a neutral zone infraction, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. So neutral zone infraction, offside is when you go completely offsides. You go past the whatever. You go past the line of scrimmage before the play snapped, and neutral zone infraction is when you come across the line. You don't completely go across the whole way, but you come across. You either make a guy jump, and then if you actually touch the guy, it's encroachment. But like the neutral zone infraction is basically what happens if you disrupt the offense in any way by going across the line. And I don't remember which one blows the play dead. I don't think offsides does, so it's probably neutral zone infraction. I know encroachment does blow the play dead, so neutral zone infraction might. I'm not sure. Are they reviewing this play? Looks like the refs are reviewing this play. Does he get the ball in the end zone? I didn't think he did. I think this is like on the 1 inch line. Let's see what we got here. From this angle, you can't tell. It's ruled. I guess the question is, does he have his foot on the line? Which I'm not even entirely sure that counts. I think the ball has to. To the best of my knowledge, I think the ball has to cross the line. I think that's what the rule is. And okay, so Zach Taylor challenged it. That's what's going on here. Okay. I don't know. I don't think this is a touchdown. I really don't. But it's like I can't really tell like exactly if he gets across the line on those angles. And see, that's the thing. It was ruled not a touchdown on the field. So unless you can for sure tell, and yeah, it looks like they're probably going to not call it because Zach Taylor's looking at his playbook, so probably going to be upheld here. Yeah, ruling on the field stands. That's what I thought. I don't agree with that challenge. Like, I don't know if somebody in the booth told him to challenge it, but you can't really get a good angle on that. And I mean, even with the like bad angles, it's like I didn't really see any thought process that he might have crossed the line. So I don't agree with that. But hey, look, it's 2nd and goal. You just had a really good, kind of a weird play, but you still had a good play to Joe Mixon there. So. I don't understand why they're not trying to quarterback sneak here. Up the middle, Joe Mixon, and there he gets in the end zone. Thank you, God. Oh, man, 7-7. Well, okay, 6-7. I don't want to jinx it. 6-7, Cincinnati Bengals, pending the extra point attempt by Evan McPherson. But it's Evan McPherson, so he should probably make it. But don't quite want to. I want to jinx that. So we'll see what happens. But Bengals finally get in the end zone there. Looked like the Jets actually had good position, but Mixon kind of out-talented them by bouncing around them, having good vision, and getting the ball in the end zone. So, all right, Evan McPherson, snap, hold, kick, and it's right down the middle. It's good. 7-7. Game is all tied up. Bengals are going to kick the ball back to the Jets, and you can't rely on interceptions happening all game, guys. I hate to break it to you, but the defense is going to have to stifle the Jets. The defense is going to have to get something accomplished here. The defense is going to have to stop them on downs. The defense is going to have to, get a few good plays in a row. Don't just rely on a tip ball and an interception. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. But that's not going to happen all the time, it'd be great if it did. Probably not. I mean, maybe they might get another turnover or two throughout the game. I can totally see that happening, but you can't rely on that happening. So you gotta stop them here. Force a 3 and out, get a punt, get the ball back to the offense, and the offense is playing really weird. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can get down the field and get lucky. If you can go into halftime with a lead, Bengals halftime adjustments always a good thing. Always like to see what the Bengals can do with their halftime adjustments. So just the way I'm seeing it right now, just go into halftime with the lead. You're getting the kickoff to start the half. So speaking of kickoffs, Evan McPherson kicks the ball off here, and it goes right through the end zone for a touchback. Jets are going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. And I'm kind of nervous. Not nervous that the Bengals are going to lose, because I've been saying this the whole time. I think the Bengals are going to get their shit together. Seems like they're kind of defensively starting to get their shit together. The offense, I don't know what the offense is doing, but defensively seems like they're kind of getting their shit together, and just eventually the Bengals are going to out-talent the Jets, and I believe they're going to win this game. Maybe not quite by the prediction that I had, 35-10, as y'all can see right here. Maybe that was a bad prediction on my end, but I still believe the Bengals. I can't imagine the Bengals aren't going to win. And wow, there you go. Nice play by Sam Hubbard to get his arm up and knock that ball down. So there, that was a good play on first down. That's what I want to see more from the defense, man. Just more plays like that. More, getting in the way. More making the Jets worry. Stop letting them just get these big chunk plays. And that's what was killing them through the first quarter. Chunk plays, problems like that. It was a problem. It was a big problem. All right, so Mike White takes the snap. And he just completely bite on the screenplay. Oh my God, Michael Carter goes up for 20 yards on an obvious screen. What are you doing? What are you doing, guys? Come on. There's nobody. That's all they've been doing all game is these weird, fake plays where, exactly what you think's going to happen. That's not what's going to happen. So, you gotta have... I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make Zach Wilson make mistakes, and that's great and all. But you gotta have the field covered. What they're doing right now is they're just they're putting out anything they can to get somebody open, and they're getting it to the open guy. And you gotta cover the field, and you also gotta. All right, so Johnson runs up the middle for a 5-yard gain. Absolutely nothing going on. DJ Reader and Larry Ogunjobi combined and just let him slip right through their arms. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I checked the run at halftime. I checked the stats, and Michael Carter was averaging 6.7 yards per run. That one brings it down because he only got 5. Still can't let him get 5 yards every time you hand the ball off, guys. What are you doing? 2nd and 5. Mike White takes a shotgun snap, hands the ball off, and it's obvious what they're doing, and they let him get another first down. Might be 13, might be 15. I couldn't tell exactly where his knee went down. But, point being, it's an easy first down, and the Bengals are just providing no resistance against the, I don't want to say fake plays, because they're not doing fake plays, but they're doing these gotcha plays, these misdirection plays, and the Bengals are just getting absolutely eaten alive by misdirection right now, and I don't know. The Jets know the Jets know they can run all over them. Zach Wilson fakes the handoff, yes, and then throws for a 5-yard pass. It's number 8 there. Was that Elijah Moore? I can't tell. I should probably have these. Names. All stuff right now that guys. Again, this is my first live stream I'm doing. I'll try to be a little bit more prepared next time. That is Elijah Moore, by the way. I'll try to be a little more prepared next time. Though have the rosters up here and make sure I know what's going on, because that probably doesn't. That's probably not great content right there, right? But that's what I'm working on. So we'll get there. We will get there. 2nd and 4. So they actually gave him 6 on that play. All right, and a dump-off pass, kind of like a little misdirection thing there. And they get him in the backfield, so that's nice. It took way too long to actually get there, but you know what? They got him in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and 5, and at least that's a good play. Now you got to follow it up with another good play. Like, I don't know, like they've been having some good plays here and there, but they're mostly just getting torched, and then they have a good play here and there. Like, put back-to-back good plays together. Force a 4th and 5 here. You know, make them think about what they're going to do. Mike White takes a shotgun snap, throws, and is almost picked. Oh, man. Chidobe Awuzie almost picked. But you know what? That's a good play because it was really good coverage. He at least knocked the ball down. He probably could have had, let's see. Yeah, if he gets that pick, that's a pick 6. That's an easy pick 6. But you know what? He knocked the ball down, and that's really what matters here because it's 4th and 5, and I imagine the Jets are probably going to punt it now. Maybe not. I think they're on the 40-yard line, right? Oh no, they're going for a field goal. All right, so that's a long field goal. Yeah, that's all right, and it's up, and it's way left, pushes it way left. So the Bengals get a stop for once on defense that didn't involve them getting a crazy, unbelievable turnover. So that is good direction, and they're kind of starting to get their defensive groove now. So that's what I'm hoping we're going to see going forward. Bengals are going to get the ball at the 36-yard line, I believe. So that's looking really good for Joe Burrow. He's going to have a little bit of room to work now. Part of what was going on, I think, before was you have all really short yardage to work with, so you can't really go over the top, which is what the Bengals really kind of been thriving on a lot this year. So you got to do a lot of intermediate to short passing game and trying to get the run game going, and that's it's a very limited game plan that you can really have in those kind of situations. So, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not a massive advantage to have short field position like that constantly because of the turnovers, but what I am saying is, you got a very limited amount of the playbook you can work with in those situations. So maybe they can open the playbook up a little bit on this next drive. If you can go down, get a touchdown, hell, get a field goal. Get points of any kind, but especially a touchdown. If you go get a touchdown, this game starts to get broken in the right direction. The Bengals, potentially this score, maybe even another score before the half, potentially can get a decent lead going on, and that would really just be huge because that's. I mean, you can't start slow like this all the time. It's eventually going to bite you in the ass. I talked about at the beginning of the stream that I think the Bengals' success this year is sustainable because of the mentality they have, the players, and everything like that. And I just the one thing that could really hurt them is these slow starts they've been getting off to. And eventually, some good team is going to come along, and they're going to take advantage of your slow start. And honestly, that's kind of what happened against the Bears and the Packers, right? Bengals got off to these incredibly slow starts, especially against the Bears. My God. The last episode of the Battle of the Ohio podcast, Thomas was asking me, how'd y'all lose to the Browns? And, that's how, or not Browns, the Bears. He's like, how'd y'all lose to the Bears? And that's pretty much how we did it. We got off to this horribly slow start. Joe Burrow throws 3 picks in a row. And then T. Higgins fumbles, and so that's 4 turnovers in a row, and we still almost came back and won that game. But we didn't because of just this insanely awful slow start. And it's just going to get in your way, That is the one thing that could kind of take this team's success and plunge it into the ocean. But I think they'll get there. Joe Burrow takes the snap under center, and Joe Mixon is running around and finds a hole, finally. Gets about 5-6 yards on the run. And I want to say, yeah, they're giving him 6. They're giving him 6. Okay. So it's 2nd and 4. And finally a good running play. I mean, there might have been another one on like the first drive or something like that. I don't quite remember right now. But I do know it's been a lot of frustrating crap. So, but the Bengals are starting to kind of get their rhythm about them right now, and hopefully they can get this. Hopefully they can get this going, and hopefully the first quarter was just a weird anomaly. I don't know. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, takes it, fake handoff to Samaje Perine, fumbles the ball. Oh my god! And it looks like Riley Reef got on top of it, but he's holding it too long. You got to dump it off to. I think you got to dump it off to Perine right there, and oh my god, what an awful play, man! Oh my god. Now it's 3rd and 16. Man, what's going on, man? I know the Jets have a good defensive line, but like you got to be able to take advantage of that. Like just dump it off to Perine right there. It looks like he was going to, and he just decided not to for, like, no reason, man. Like, I mean, this Jets team has been barreling down on you all game. You got to get the ball out of your hands. That one, like, yes, it was a bad play to let Joe Burrow get pressured like that. But, man, Joe Burrow, you gotta see the pressure's right. It's like a second and a half that you got pressure on you, and you just got to know that's there. There's a flag on the play. And delay of game by the Bengals, so it's going to back us up to the fucking 24-yard line. 3rd and 21, not 3rd and 24. Okay, all right, whatever. Come on, Bengals. Big throw to Jamar Chase here, man. I don't know. Big chunk play. Let's go. Joe Burrow takes the snap and dumps it off to Samaje Perine for a 2-yard gain. What is this fucking play calling? What are you doing? God, what an absolute joke of an offensive series, man. I don't understand what they're doing. Now you're putting more pressure on the defense, and they just got off the field. Now you're putting them right back on the field. And I know this defense is good. I know they're starting to get their rhythm, but man, you cannot do that. Clark Harris snaps it back to Kevin Huber. He punts and gets a pretty decent leg under it. And it's fair caught at the 18-yard line, I think. About the 18-yard line. Joe Burrow's pissed. You should be pissed. Like, you're not paying any attention, dude. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're not paying attention to the things you need to be paying attention to. You got zero pocket awareness right now. And that's what I'm seeing right now. You are not seeing what's going on in the pocket. I know the offensive line isn't doing great right now. No, there's a lot of defensive there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of weirdness, but man, you've got to be able to move around. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're letting yourself get worked by this Jets defensive line. It's ridiculous, and it's I don't know, man. Any NFL teams watching right now, if you're looking for a way to game plan against the Bengals, well, just I guess the secret is have a great defensive line so you don't need to blitz Joe. Because the thing is, if you blitz Joe and try to create pressure that way, he'll find the holes and he'll make shit happen. But if you can get pressure created naturally by the defensive line, and you can let your coverage speak for itself, this is what happens. I don't know, man. They gotta. I don't know, like, Joe, can you try to, like, get out of the pocket and, like, maybe do a little bit of scrambling or something? Like, I'm not asking you to beat Lamar Jackson. I'm asking you to, like, go take a broken play and get 5 yards out of it. That's all I want. Just try to get, I don't know. Jordan, if Burrow gets injured, fuck you. Fuck you. Get that out of your head right now. Get that out of your head, Jordan. If Burrow gets injured, he's not going to, would this Bengals season be over? Not quite yet. No, No. Yeah, I mean, yes, suddenly I don't think they're going to the playoffs. Or I don't necessarily think they're going to the playoffs. Suddenly it turns into a grind. The way this Bengals team has been playing, I think they can win enough with Brandon Allen to maybe make it to the playoffs, but you'll probably lose in the first round. Especially with this 5-2 start that you've had. I think the Bengals can be competitive without Joe Burrow. And I know that's kind of a hot take because he's been playing so well, but also there's been a lot of times where he hasn't been playing well, and this defense is what's really been kind of getting things done. So no, I don't think the Bengals season is over if Joe Burrow gets injured. Now, I will say if Joe Burrow gets injured, fuck everything. Like, a lot of Bengals fans are just going to tune out at that point. But, like, for the players themselves, I do think that they can, still do a little bit of damage. They've got they've got some tough games coming up, but not as many as you'd think. All right, so back on the field, Mike White. They give the ball to them at 19. All right, Mike White takes the shotgun snap, and he's got major pressure by Trey Hendrickson, and has to dump the ball off quickly to Michael Carter, who bobbles the ball and can't come down with it. So that was a great example of just breaking up the play that the Bengals defense has been so good at so far. And you need to do a little bit more of that, man. I mean, I know, that came from Trey Hendrickson, so you got to have, your defensive line beating their offensive line, which, that's one of the strengths of their team is their offensive line is, can be pretty good. All right, Mike White in shotgun formation. He's sending the man in motion. And he takes the snap, hands the ball off, and the Bengals, nice. Let it get a 1 yard gain, gets up to the 20. So you got 3rd and 9 coming up, and you got an opportunity to stop the Jets on downs here. Not on downs. They're not going to go for it on 4th down. But you got an opportunity to 3 and out here. So, I mean, this Bengals defense is finally starting to get their wind underneath them, and it's good because they were getting absolutely worked for the first few drives. And like I said, if it weren't for those 2 turnovers, those 2 interceptions by Jesse Bates and Jermaine Pratt, then it could have broken open. But luckily, they did get those interceptions, and now they're playing better. So Mike White with the snap, and he throws the ball short for some reason. I don't know. They get about 5 yards on the play to Braxton Berrios, but it's going to be a punt. So good job, Bengals defense. Thank God. Bengals defense is finally doing good. Now we need the offense to get something done, man. Joe Burrow, you gotta start sensing that pressure, man. You gotta start getting the ball out faster, or you gotta start noticing the guys who are around you, the guys who are right next to you. Come on, I don't know. I did not like that. Fair catch by Darius Phillips at about the 30-yard line, I think. Probably should have been paying attention to what yard line that was, but whatever. We got 3 people watching the live stream right now. Thank you for everybody for watching. Don't forget to check out any more content that I'm doing. Right now, all the content is Battle of Ohio podcast, but I think I'm going to start pumping out some more stuff. You can find more of my personal Bengals-related content at Bengals ATB, but if you want to see video content, I think I'm going to start producing that too. I got power rankings coming out after tomorrow, and I'm going to be producing a supplemental video to go along with that too. I'm going to be putting clips from the Battle of Ohio podcast, mostly Bengals-related clips from the Battle of Ohio podcast on this channel. I'm going to be doing breakdowns for games. I'm going to be doing live reactions like this to games. For the away games. For the home games, I have season tickets. My dad has season tickets, and I'll be going to the games with him, and I'll probably be trying to produce a vlog or something like that for that. So go ahead and, if you're watching, subscribe to this channel because I will be putting out content, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try to get it, going this week. If I don't, then I'm sorry. But I just kind of yesterday decided that I'm gonna really start going kind of hardcore with this channel. So please subscribe. And if you don't, you'll see. You'll see eventually. We're gonna be doing some cool stuff on this channel. Not too many channels out there that I'm aware of that are doing live vlogs of the home games and live reacting to every single every single away game. So, I mean, you're to the best of my knowledge, you're only going to get that with my channel. So there's a reason, if any, to subscribe to my channel. We'll see what happens there. Jordan, thank you. Jordan just subscribed. Awesome. So thank you, Jordan Lake. Long time buddy. All right, so what else did you say? When Burrow gets injured, will you send him a get well card? When Jordan Link gets injured, I might visit him in the hospital. Out of karma for all this, crap that you're sending my way. If Joe Burrow gets injured, I will personally send him whatever, like I will personally amputate whichever body part that I have that he needs and send it to him. So, yeah. But that's not going to happen, luckily. But Jordan, you might be setting yourself up for some bad karma if you keep talking about this potential stuff with Burrow getting injured. Anyway, speaking of Burrow, he takes the shotgun snap, and he's looking around, and he good throw. I think like his third read or so to Jamar Chase, and gets a first down there. If not, he's going to be 2nd and 1. So we're going to see what happens there. But I think he got it. Let's see on the replay here. He catches it about the 34, and yeah, I think he's about a yard short. So that's unfortunate. 2nd and 1, but still, hey, you know what? It's a good play. Bengals haven't had a lot of those on offense today, so I'll take that one. And hey, that's I believe that's encroachment. That's got to be encroachment by Fatukasi. Fatukasi, I think is his name. Yep, on the defense. Encroachment on the defense, and that's going to be a Bengals first down. Let's go, first down. All right, come on. Not exactly the way I want to be getting first downs because the Bengals' offense has been bad and needs to get something going. So I'd rather them do it on their own and kind of, get some momentum. But if it's got to come in the form of penalty, I'll take it. All right. Bengals lined up on about the 43-yard line. Joe Burrow takes the snap, hands it off to Joe Mixon, and he's got a hole. All right, there we go. He's got about an 8-yard gain there. So, second and 2, I think. That's what I saw. Hopefully the ref saw the same thing, but I think he's got about an 8-yard gain there. Let's see what they're going to call it. 2nd and 2. I'm right. 8-yard gain by Joe Mixon. All right, there we go. Got some offense going here, man. Let's go. 22 to... Bengals have had 22 yards of offense in the first half so far. The Jets have had 122. 122 isn't great, by the way. It's okay, but it's not ideal. But I mean, 22 yards of offense. My God, what a joke. Joe Burrow lined up under center, fakes there's a flag on the play, but he gets the ball off to Tyler Boyd, and he's running for about a 22, about a 22-yard gain there, I want to say. But there's a flag on the play. Let's see, they're going to call holding probably. I didn't really see anything in particular. When I don't see anything, it's usually holding. So, oh no, it's on defense again. Offside on the defense, which I believe actually was what they called before. So you got Shaq Lawson, not Carl Lawson. If y'all remember, Carl Lawson's the former Bengals defensive end who went to the New York Jets this offseason, but he got hurt, so he's not playing. They have another defensive end named Lawson, or at least an edge rusher. I don't know if he's defensive end, but that's Shaq Lawson. So Joe Burrow lined up under center. He's motioning T. Higgins, and he hands the ball off to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon doesn't get anything going, but he also doesn't lose anything, which it looked like he was about to. So whatever, regroup, 2nd down, let's go. Let's go, Bengals. All right, come on. 2nd and 10. It's just been like a fucking grind to get anything done all day, man. Like I said, come on, let's get some points on the board, go into halftime with the lead, and maybe you can get that swing because you get the ball first in the second half. Joe Burrow with the shotgun snap, bouncing around, throws to Joe Mixon. He's immediately caught there, but does get about a 5-yard gain, so that's better than nothing, I guess. 3rd down, 4-yard gain, sorry. 3rd down and 6. So, not great. Not great, but also not terrible. I mean, they were terrible earlier, so this is an improvement from that. Where did they got the ball? I can't tell where they got the ball because they're just showing a bunch of Jets fans being like, "Let's go, Jets." Fuck the Jets. Right now, fuck the Jets. Okay, they're in field goal range, so they should be able to at least get points on this drive. Joe Burrow in the shotgun takes the snap, scrambles back, and throws deep to... Oh! T. Higgins with the one-arm grab at the 2-yard line. What a catch! Oh, that's what you love to see, man. Oh, that's just a backbreaker if you're the New York Jets. That's the kind of talent. That's the kind of talent I'm talking about. Why I think the Bengals, regardless of their terrible start, going to win this game because they're just going to out-talent the Jets. And T. Higgins is saying, "Oh, I got a touchdown," but you didn't. He was touching you, and you came down on the 2-yard line. So, no, sir. Oh, you didn't even go in the end zone. I don't know. Okay, maybe he wasn't calling for that. But anyway, Bengals on the 2-yard line, 1st and goal again. And, bad snap. Joe Burrow throws it, and it's can't get a handle on it, doesn't throw it very well, doesn't get a good read either, and, T. Higgins drops it, and that was just a broken play. All right, so, man, what a catch by T. Higgins, though, especially after last week with all of his drop problems. That was a good play. That was a good play. There you go, T. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Ooh, did he catch that? I don't want to put too much. Okay, so Joe Burrow takes a snap under center, fakes the handoff. Got plenty of time, man. All right, and touchdown, Jamar Chase. There we go, making up for your drops earlier. Could have 2 touchdowns right now, man. It should be. I want to say 20, I guess, to 7 right now. But it's not. About to be 14-7 though, providing Evan McPherson makes this field goal, it makes this extra point. But Jamar Chase with the touchdown. Bengals up 13-7 right now, about to be 14-7, and I'm hoping they can at least just hold on to this, or maybe they can get a quick stop at the Jets and get a field goal right before the half. That'd be great. And then you get the ball out at halftime, and man, these slow starts have been hurting the Bengals all year, but they're starting to get it done now. And, I mean, I was feeling really stupid for that whole first half, saying that the Bengals were just going to wipe the floor with the Jets. And did he miss it? Okay, he made it. Oh, my God. Oh. On the broadcast, it kind of looked like Evan McPherson missed the extra point. But he didn't. He got it. He just barely got it. Oh, Evan. You're a rookie, man. I can't be doing that. Oh, that gave me a heart attack. Oh, I was about to say. But nope, Bengals up 14-7 with about 3 and some change left in the first half. So, man, that was something else. So, I'm going to take a Tom Grossi staple right here. Where he does this whole thing, and maybe I should come up with my own thing right now. I don't know, but I got to come up with a split-second decision here. So it's a commercial, and Tom Grossi does this thing where he pees for the D for the defense. He gets up and takes a pee and calls it P for the D. So I'm gonna try that out. Let's see if it works. Don't let me down, Tom. Jordan, here's the doggo. Hold on. Pork, come here. Come here. Come here, good boy. Oh, where are you? Come here. Come here. Come here. You know what? Whatever. He doesn't want to come up. Say hello to the good boy. Oh, it's Bork. Oh, it's Bork. Yes, it's Bork. Goodbye, Bork. Good boy, doggo. All right. And just made it back for the kickoff. And right in the end zone. So the Jets are going to get the ball at the 25 as they've been doing. As both teams have been doing. Because kickoff returns are not really a thing anymore. And honestly, I think it's about time to get rid of, to just not return kicks anymore. If you can just get a touchback that's better than, at least as far as Brandon Wilson goes, that's better than pretty much anything Brandon Wilson's going to get. Half the time he takes the ball out and they end up getting like negative yards from what they could have gotten if he just took a touchback. All right. Jets are on the field on offense. Mike White is under center. Sorry, not under center. He's under shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield. Takes a snap. And Jets sweep. And the Bengals are all over it. I think it get about a yard. But nothing doing there. The Bengals are starting to... Bengals defense is starting to figure out some of these Jets misdirection plays. So my prediction of 35-10 Bengals... Looking a little bit better now. I mean, still not looking great because the Jets are only a field goal away from achieving that 10-point goal. But the Bengals defense playing really well right now. So, I mean, the offense still has to find a way to put up 35. But they're up. They got 14 now. You know what? That could have been. It looks like the refs didn't call it, but that could have been a helmet-to-helmet hit right there on Elijah Moore. So, I mean, I'm glad the refs. For the Bengals' sake, I'm glad the refs didn't call it, but possibly the NFL could review that and fine whatever Bengals player that was. I didn't see which Bengals player that was. Apologies, guys, if it's if I keep doing a lot of guesswork on what's exactly going on. Like I said, this is my first time live streaming a game, so I'll get better at this. I enjoy it, so. Mike White takes the shotgun snap, and all alone, not all alone, there were guys around him, but just like, just perfectly splits the zone. And it's a fumble! It's a fumble! It's a fumble, and they're saying, the Bengals say they have it, but I don't think the Bengals have it. What? Are they saying the Bengals have it? Do the Bengals have it? Do the Bengals have it? The Bengals have it! The Bengals have it! Oh, it's another turnover! It's another turnover! The Bengals have it again! Oh, baby! Oh, that's the third turnover of the game. What was I saying? The Bengals are just going to, it was a weird start, but the Bengals are just going to out-talent the Jets. And what did I say, man? Oh, the Bengals are getting it done. There's the fumble. He's still standing up. It looks like Von Bell's the one who gets on top of it, man. What a play. Oh, man. Bengals. Hooray! There we go. Oh, man, I need to get like a fucking soundboard or something for when something good happens, I'll play the Bengals fight song. Here they come a-growling, mean and angry. Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody! I miss doing that at the game, but I'm not going to New York to do that. I mean, I'd love to go to New York to do that. One day, I'll tell y'all later. So Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap, throws it back to so they're doing the same weird flea flicker that the Jets did earlier, but it works. Joe Mixon, go Joe, go Joe. Anybody have it? Oh, and he gets tripped up at like the 6. But oh my God, what a play! They take the Jets flea flicker that they've been doing them. I think the Jets have done twice already, and the Bengals just make them pay. Oh baby! Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. Hey, guys, by the way, I don't know how this sounds on the other end, so if my audio is a little too much, apologies. I'll maybe see if I can do something about buffering that against, clipping, but we'll see. Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap after the huge play and throws it all the way out of bounds. Jamar Chase didn't even have a chance at that, but look, it's better than forcing a pass into coverage, so... I think he just overthrew that, though. I don't think he was trying to throw it away. I think he just overthrew it, which is something Joe Burrow definitely... I don't think arm strength is Joe Burrow's issue. I think I think the one thing that Joe doesn't always do great at is having control over his arm strength. So sometimes he just throws the ball way too hard. Sometimes he throws it way too short. I think that's one thing I'm kind of noticing in his game is he doesn't always have full control over how hard he's throwing the ball, over the distance. That accuracy's fine, but the distance is an issue typically. Not typically, but when something's an issue, it's typically the distance of the ball. And occasionally it's vision, occasionally it's just making a bad decision, but usually it's an issue of distance. And it's not an issue if he can't get the ball far enough. Sometimes it's an issue if he didn't get the ball far enough, but just as often it's an issue of he got the ball too far. So I don't think it's an arm strength issue. I think it's sometimes he doesn't really know his own strength issue, which is weird. You think he, of all people, would be used to the way his arm works by now, but I don't know. I don't know. That's correctable though. That's fixable, and I have every belief that he will eventually get that taken care of. All right, so man, I cannot believe that. That was such an amazing play by Joe Mixon, and not really an amazing play by Joe Burrow on the touchdown there. But regardless, they're in scoring range. So exactly what I said, it would be great to see if they could do. That got done. They got within scoring range again after they scored on that last drive, and so you're potentially going into, after that awful first quarter, you're potentially going into the second half with a 2-score advantage. Hopefully a 2-touchdown advantage, but if you can at least, if you can even just get a field goal on this drive, then you're up 10 points heading into the half, and then the Bengals typically annihilate in the second half. So that could be good. But man, if you could get a touchdown here, you got 21-7 going into the half, especially after that god awful first quarter, which we will talk about, by the way. Like I said, I'm going to be doing recaps and stuff for this channel, so we will be talking about that first half. That was an awful first half. But it is what it is. Joe Burrow back in shotgun on 2nd and goal at about the 7-yard line, trying to communicate. That's what the okay. I didn't see the flag. There was a flag. I believe that's encroachment, or offsides. Doing an outstanding job. Hey, Price is Right. Who's doing an outstanding job? Is it Mike White? Is Mike White doing an outstanding job? I don't think he is. But or are you saying I'm doing an outstanding job? If that's the case, thank you. But Mike White is not doing an outstanding job. Joe Burrow is kind of up and down, so maybe you are talking about me. If so, thank you. So all right, so that was on the Jets, and the Bengals get half the distance to the end zone, and so they're taking the ball at the 3.5-yard line. Looks like Joe Burrow under shotgun takes the snap, and he's looking around, gets the ball underthrown to Joe Mixon. That was just bad. That was a terrible throw by Joe Burrow there. I'm not sure what he was. I get he was trying to get the ball to Joe Mixon in a place that gave Joe Mixon the ability to, kind of zip around the corner and get in the end zone. And I get what you're doing there, but you got to actually make the throw. You got to actually get it to your guy, because if you don't do that, it doesn't really matter what you were thinking. Okay. All right, 3rd and goal. Taking the shotgun snap from the 3.5-yard line, and come on, just get in the end zone. Throws the ball, almost got intercepted. I think maybe it didn't almost get intercepted, but man, Joe Burrow's just really inaccurate today. I'm not sure what he's doing, and he can't believe it either. But it's 4th and goal, and just take the field goal. Take the field goal. Don't give the Jets any opportunity. Go up 10 points. 17-7 is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. If you do that again in the second half, and it looks like Joe Burrow just wasn't happy with his receiver there. I think he threw it where it needed to go, and his receiver just wasn't in sync with him, wasn't on point. So anyway, Evan McPherson with the short 21-yard field goal attempt, and he knocks it up through the uprights, right down the middle, and it is good, and it is 17-7, Cincinnati Bengals up, and most likely going to go into half like that. Although you do have to, the Jets do have 2 timeouts. So if the Jets want to get aggressive, they might potentially try to work it down the field. But then again, they've also been having a lot of trouble since the first quarter. So they might be more so of the mindset of take one shot. If that one shot doesn't work, then just run the clock out. I don't know. We'll see. But Bengals finally, after an awful first quarter, Bengals score 17 unanswered points in the second quarter and look like they are pretty well in control of this game. I want to see more out of Joe Burrow. Not really great from him so far, but Zach Taylor's got his play calling under control, and the Bengals are basically out scheming the Jets right now and out talenting the Jets right now. So that's basically what you got going on. Evan McPherson goes to take the kickoff and probably going to put it through the end zone again. Looks like that's, oh my God, he might. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, it's short. All right, so Jets attempt to run back, and they get it. Well, they got it past the 25, so it turns out to be a good decision. Up to the 33-yard line, so that's not great, but hopefully the defense can hold. Jordan, everyone has an off day. It looks like everybody on the Bengals has been having an off day. Sort of. The defense has been doing okay. Defense, after an awful first quarter, the defense has been getting their crap together, and even in the first quarter, they were still getting some turnovers accomplished. Which, turnovers aren't the greatest, barometer for how well you're doing. But at the end of the day, at least you're getting them done, and you're getting the ball back to your offense. So. All right, Mike White is once again in shotgun. I think that's all he's been doing today. Rolls back and completes it for about 11 yards, I want to say, maybe 10.5. Point being, it's first down. Jets are not stopping the clock, which I find a little weird. They got 2 timeouts, so you could stop the clock here if you're not trying to run it out. And then you still have a field goal timeout available in your back pocket. Anyway, takes the snap, throws, and he's going to get out of bounds, and the Bengals are just getting shredded again on these fucking plays. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Not looking good on the defense anyway, is what I'm saying. Now, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but come on, man. Like, can you stop him here? I don't know. Come on. Maybe a little better clock management on offense would have been good. But at least they got some points. Whatever. Gotta stop him here, guys. Come on. All right. Takes the shotgun snap and dumps it off short. But he's just going to run all the hell over the Bengals. There's nobody in a good position. Everybody is way out of position. And Michael Carter just shreds him for another 11-yard gain. And that just seems to be the theme of the day today, right? 11-yard gains. You get an 11-yard gain. You get an 11-yard gain. It's just terrible. You! Price is right. You! Okay. And, oh my God. 7-8 yard run up the middle by Johnson, not Michael Carter. I think I've been calling him Michael Carter this whole time. Is that Duke Johnson, the former Browns and Texans running back? I think I remember seeing his name recently. All right, takes the quick shotgun snap, and the Bengals just letting him get it right up the middle. What are you doing? They got 2 timeouts. Are you not aware they have 2 timeouts? Are we just not paying attention to the fact they got 2 timeouts? It looks like they're playing prevent defense, although I'm pretty sure they're not, because this is what they've been kind of more or less on and off doing all game. Here's the comment from before, by the way. You! Huh. Oh, are you saying... Okay, thank you. Shout out. Shout out to you, Price is Right. That was one of my favorite television shows growing up, because I was a weird kid who had public access television, and that's all I had until I was like 9. Didn't really get to grow up with like SpongeBob and stuff like that until I was like already in my teens. And then everybody was like, I don't like SpongeBob anymore. I'm like, I just now saw this show. Give me a second, guys. Come on. Kind of reminds me of like, when everybody decided they hated Pokemon, and I was like, I stopped liking Pokemon after like 4th grade, and then everybody started liking it again in high school. Mike White, oh my God! Ah! Mike White throws a back shoulder fade into the end zone for Keelan Cole for a 12-yard touchdown as at the death. Not at the death, the 23 seconds left. But point being, man, like, God, this defense, you got to do better than that. Like, and it's Chidobe Awuzie, man. He's been such a good cornerback all year, and you're letting Keelan Cole make these amazing, like, one-handed grabs on you, like, on the back shoulder in the end zone for the touchdown. Like, you got to do better than that, man. What? It's awful. Awful, 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 awful. And at least we have a lead going into half. I don't want to jinx that either. Maybe, there'll be something crazy that happens. But right now, it's looking like it's going to be 17-14 in the half. Unless the Bengals get super aggressive here and, go get a touchdown at the death. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Quick dab for the folks back home. Not sure why I did that, but under review. What are they reviewing? He definitely got it. Well, it's a scoring play, so it's reviewed. But look, he got the ball. He controlled it the whole way. Partially controlled it with his dick, but he controlled it. That's definitely a catch. At no point does it even hit the ground. Like, that's definitely a catch. I hate it, but it's a catch. Thank you. You're welcome, Jordan. You're welcome, Jordan. Always happy to dab for my Coleraine Township buddies. At least always happy to get something done. But he got a shoulder in the end zone. He controlled it the whole way through. Not entirely with his hands, but he controlled it the whole way through. Doesn't touch the ground. Like, that's... Can we just move on? It's obviously a catch. And the ref's looking at it like, I wonder, is it a catch? Oh, is he gonna... Does he have it? I can't tell. Like, guys. Now, I'm not listening to the broadcast right now, but... Yeah, his hand, I think it looks like his hand might make contact with the ground with the ball in his hand. But, it looks to me like, look right there. And, yeah, he bobbles it. Okay. Are they wondering if maybe he bobbles it as he hits the ground and doesn't regain control until he's out of the end zone? Maybe that might be it. That's definitely an argument. I'd have to see it about 15 or 16 more times before I can give you a definite answer. But okay, so I don't have audio on. Call overturned. Okay, so I guess that must have been what they're calling, because it does look like he loses control and regains control only after he's out of the end zone. So I guess if that's what they're calling, I can see that. I didn't catch that until the very end. You guys saw it happen live. You guys saw me like learning this information in real time. Like, I agree with that overturn, but man, that was like, I didn't even see that until the very end. Jets players are like, guys, stop booing the refs. We still have to play offense. Boo the refs at the half, please. Okay. But that is the correct call. I didn't see it until the very end, but good watching out by the referees there. That was the correct call. Mike White takes the shotgun snap and throws it short to Michael Carter, and Jets are going to take their final timeout, I believe, and play stop with 19 seconds left. I imagine the Jets are probably going to take another shot. One more shot, probably. The Jets are probably going to take one more shot here and try to get in the end zone. And if they don't, they'll probably go for the field goal. I think the idea here is just, like, don't throw it. Like, either you get a touchdown or an incompletion, or you get out of bounds, I guess. But you don't want to risk it on an infield pass. Like, like either in the end zone or an incompletion. It's one of those two. That's what Zach Wilson's looking for here. So, either you get a touchdown or you get it. Either you get a touchdown or you just throw it away at this point, because if you get it in bounds, that could be bad for your clock. Who took a timeout? Did the Bengals take a timeout? Are we trying to ice the quarterback? Or do you not like the read, or what? I'm not really entirely sure what's going on there. But at the same time, I guess like why the hell not? Like I mean, I'm getting kind of annoyed just sitting here watching nothing happening. But I mean, you got the timeout, you might as well use it. So whatever. I don't hate that call by Zach Taylor there. It was like Robert Sala's kind of confused as to what's going on, but he got 2 timeouts, 19 seconds left in the first half. Sure, I guess use it just for the sake of like if you got it, you're not gonna keep having it after the half, so you might as well use it. They don't roll over. All right, so getting back, 3rd and 6, probably the last play, the last offensive play anyway. This is either going to be a touchdown or it's going to be, or they're going to go for a field goal. And he caught it, but no, they're calling it a touchdown. I think he was out of bounds. I want to see the replay on that because I think that was out of bounds. I think that was out of bounds, personally. Let's see. All right, he catches it. 1, and he's got the toe drag. Yep, that's a touchdown. Fuck. Bengals, you're going to kill me. I mean, look, we get the ball to start the half, so, I mean, if we can get down the field and get a touchdown, cameraman just got whacked in the head by Chidobe Awuzie's foot. That's not fun. But, yeah, anyway, if you can just... Bengals get the ball back to start the second half. Gotta go score and keep the pressure on the Jets here. Is there some wind going on? Because there's a lot of, like... There's a lot of, like, left-leaning field goal attempts here. Or kicking attempts, rather. But, yeah, 1, and then the toe drag. He's got it. God damn it. I don't know what the Bengals are doing right now. Like, I mean, I'm still confident that the Bengals are going to win this game. Obviously, no longer 35-10. My prediction is now invalid. I still think the Bengals are going to win because they have more talent than the Jets, and that's why they're winning right now is purely because they're more talented. Definitely not the scheme. The scheme's been, I mean, there's been some defensive, some good defensive scheming going on. But it's mostly just not been working. And you see it right there. You let the Jets, you like Mike White trounce all the way down the field and get like a last second touchdown out of the half on you. Good God, Bengals. Did you see the cameraman? Yeah. Did you see the cameraman get demolished on the TD pass? Yes, I did. He got whacked in the head by Chidobe Awuzie's foot. Like, he got tackled, first of all, and then, like, on the way down, Chidobe Awuzie's foot, like, whack right in the head. That was kind of funny. I hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. He looked like he bounced right up, but that did look a little dangerous, especially for a cameraman. Now, I mean, for, like, a football player, that's not super dangerous play, but for a cameraman who's, a cameraman and not an NFL football player, that looked kind of a little dangerous. Hope he's okay. I'm sure he's okay. Bengals kneel down and... Whatever. I am so frustrated right now with this fucking team. Like, they're starting to kind of get shit together, but then you finish the half like that. Man, you got the Jets believing they can go win this game now. 17-14 at the half. Now, to be fair, the Bengals have been a second half team this year, and that's big, right? Bengals have been a second half team this year, and so that could carry over to this game too. The Bengals could come out and make second half adjustments and do something good there. But it's just the way they played in the first half. I don't have a ton. I mean, I have confidence the Bengals are going to win because they're clearly the more talented team here. You've been seeing that this whole game. That's why they're winning is because they're more talented. That's the only reason they're winning is because they're more talented. Why don't they just go for a Hail Mary pass? Why not try? Yes, Jordan, I agree. But the thing about a Hail Mary pass is like Joe Burrow's not going to throw an 80-yard pass. He's not going to throw 80 yards down the field. He could maybe throw a short slant to Jamar Chase, and he can do that same thing he did against the Ravens. I agree. Why not at least go try? Like, I mean, maybe something a little safer than a Hail Mary. In like maybe at the end of the game you do a Hail Mary, but not at the end of the half. Because the problem is it could get intercepted. There's a lot of things that could really go wrong if you're like really trying to push it and be like insanely aggressive with 15 seconds left in the game. Jets get like a turnover touchdown. Then that could be bad. I mean, even just a turnover that doesn't go for the whole thing could still be a big momentum swing for the Jets. I mean, you're at 17-14 going into the half, and the Jets already kind of feel like they have a chance in this one, and you're not playing super well. You don't want to give them any more like motivation than they already have. I mean, I agree. Maybe try to do something. I mean, like maybe like like a slant, like an easy, safe like slant, or even even a drag route, Jamar Chase or something like that. Just try to get the ball in a playmaker's hands, and see if they can break one. But it's pretty standard for football teams to like kneel on it like that. Especially right now, don't forget they do have the lead. They are winning. Do I like the Frosties from McDonald's? I don't like McDonald's, Jordan. I know I liked McDonald's when we were kids, and I know I worked there, but I don't like McDonald's at all anymore. I won't eat there. It's bad food, bad quality. I don't really eat at Wendy's either, but I mean, if I'm gonna get a Frosty or something like that, I'll probably go to Wendy's. But I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna do something like that, I'll go to like Steak and Shake and get a can't go there anymore. You know what? Wait a minute. Rewind. Does McDonald's have Frosties now? I didn't even know that was a thing. But to answer your question, I don't like McDonald's in the first place. But I didn't even know they had Frosties. That's nuts. Wendy's nuts. Yeah, fuck you too, Jordan. Whatever. All right, so what's going on across the rest of the NFL? I'm not too nervous, like I said, because we are winning, and we are way more talented than the Jets. So I'm still sure we're gonna win. Obviously, it's not gonna be 35-10 anymore, but I mean, you could still see a second half explosion by this team. Jets look like they've done a pretty good job of trying to keep Jamar Chase in check, which not ideal, but. The injured-ass Browns are currently tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers 3-3. And you know what? I'm actually kind of interested. I'm going to go over to that game for a few minutes just because Bengals and Jets are at halftime. I have no interest in watching the halftime report personally. So let's see what's going on with the Steelers and the Browns. All right, so it's 3-3. The Browns are having trouble with a very bad Steelers team, but they're also super injured right now. Baker Mayfield's playing, though, so you'd hope maybe he'd do a little bit more than he's doing. Hands it off to Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb has a huge hole, and there was a flag on the play, too, so it might be holding. But it was like a 20-yard run for Nick Chubb. So, flag on the play, though, so let's see what we got going on here. Probably holding. That's usually what you're gonna see on like big broken run plays like that. And it was like it was thrown around like where the hole was, so it's probably holding. Holding on offense. Yep. Sorry, Browns. Now, I mean, I'm no Browns fan, but I'm absolutely rooting for the Browns here because fuck the Steelers. Yeah. All right. Where is it? Oh yeah, you got 62 there. I don't know about that, man. He let go of him. Like, I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of a tug, but that's it. Come on, man. I don't know. I agree with that. All right, Baker Mayfield is under center, and he's motioning a man, doing a lot of talking before the snap. hands it off to Nick Chubb, and there's nothing there that time. So you're going to have 2nd and 10, looks like. Maybe 2nd and 9.5. But didn't get anything going on that run. So maybe it was the hold. Kentucky Wildcats, baby. Football team's finally getting good. Didn't look good against Georgia. That game sucked. But, I mean, they at least kind of sort of competed at the end, which I think considering how good Georgia is this year, the committee has looked kindly upon. 2nd and 9 for the Browns. Baker Mayfield in shotgun formation takes a snap, and he looks around and finds Jarvis Landry, who gets a good, nice 15-yard gain there. So, good play. Good play by the Browns there. And like I said, I'm rooting for these Cleveland Browns today because fuck the Steelers. Fuck the Steelers. Goddamn right. Fuck the Steelers. All right. So, that was a good play right there. Definitely seeing a lot more explosiveness out of the Browns right now than the Bengals. Like, can the Bengals do this, please? Like, man, it's the Jets. Come on. It's the Jets. We like it's like there's been a couple of like massive like swinging plays that we've gotten on our side, but it's just been bad. Baker Mayfield throws. For was that Austin Hooper or is that Harrison Bryant? That's one of their tight ends, one of their big tight ends. Baker Mayfield with the play. And that'll be good for about a 15-yard chunk. And that, like, man, can the Bengals do something like that? Like, get it to C.J. Uzama. Stop trying to, like, do these, like, cutesy plays. Do some drag routes, man. Like, get some easy fucking yardage plays. That's all we, like, you just get some easy yardage plays, matriculate the ball down the field. And I don't know. I'd like to see the Bengals do that. Take a page out of the Browns book right now. Baker Mayfield hands off to Nick Chubb, and it goes for about 4 yards. Anybody currently joining the stream, just so you know, the Bengals and Jets are at halftime. Bengals are leading 17-14. So right now I'm switching over to the Browns-Steelers game, just a little checkup to see what they're doing. I will go back to the Bengals, Jets as soon as that game goes back on, but for right now I'm going with something that's a slight bit more interesting. Probably go back to that stream and just start talking like once this Browns drive is over, because it looks like they're going to get points. They're at the 19-yard line, so at the very least they'll probably get another field goal. Baker Mayfield signaling around. Empty backfield, takes the shotgun snap, throws and complete to Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper, the big tight end. Shout out Thomas for kind of being up and down as far as Austin Hooper fandom goes. But yes, Austin Hooper with the good catch gets them all the way up to about the 10, maybe like 10 and a half. 10. Pretty much exactly the 10-yard line. Browns at the 10-yard line. They got 1st and goal, which is a kind of a shitty spot to have 1st and goal because, you only got 10 yards to go. But you have the whole 10 yards to go, All right, so there's a flag on what was just a completely broken play. T.J. Watt signaling for a hold. So that's probably what they're going to call. Although the flag did come a bit late, so it might be like a face mask or something. I don't think I saw a face mask. Yeah. Horse collar, maybe. No, he didn't get a hold of it. They said it was 2nd down. Face mask. Yes, on T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt with the face mask. All right, so there you go. That's good for the Browns there, and good for all of us who hate the Steelers. Looks like they didn't really. Maybe it was offsetting penalties though. I think it might have been offsetting because it might have been a hold and a face mask because they're 2nd and goal again from the 10. And wow! Oh, Dearness Johnson with the cutback for the touchdown on the handoff. That was wow. There you go. All right, come on, Browns, take the Steelers down a peg. That's nice. And as hopefully the Bengals can just put away the Jets. I was hoping for a blowout, but at this point, I'll just take beating the Jets, man. Just go beat the Jets. That's all I want. As you saw right here, I predicted the Bengals would win 35-10. Didn't happen. Jets already have 14 points, but maybe it's still possible they could get on a roll here in the second half. The Bengals tend to do that. Let's go ahead and get back to that game. I don't want to be late for that. So, let's see. Where are we in the game? Still on a break. Still on the break. It's probably still going to be a minute. But, yeah. So, all right. Let's recap a little bit. What all have we seen from this insane game? I did not see this happening. Joe Burrow has not had the best game. Only 82 yards passing in the first half. Taken 2 sacks for 20 yards. Tyler Boyd had a pretty good pass on that flea flicker play. 46 yards for 46 yards to Joe Mixon, so he's good for 118.8 quarterback rating. Joe Burrow hasn't done horrible, to be fair. He hasn't made a bunch of big mistakes other than taking sacks, but and he has thrown for a touchdown, and he's nearing 100 yards. So it's not been the worst day from Joe Burrow, but it definitely hasn't been what you want to see. He's been under pressure a lot, and I don't think he's been handling that pressure particularly great. But he at least hasn't thrown 2 interceptions like Mike White. Mike White, 23 for 29, been throwing the ball a hell of a lot more than Joe Burrow. But then again, the Jets have been staying on the field a lot more than the Bengals have been staying on the field. 217 yards, has thrown for a touchdown, was also thrown for 2 interceptions. Hasn't been sacked. Been pressured a decent amount, but hasn't been sacked. Michael Carter, 5 rushing attempts for 30 yards, averaging 6 yards per attempt. It was 8.6 earlier. That was terrible. It was 6.7, sorry. So, I mean, he's been maintaining that, how well he was doing. And he's only had 5 carries. The Jets have almost entirely been passing the ball, but still not what you want to see from the Bengals defense there. Jamison Crowder, the Jets' leading receiver today, 6 catches for 64 yards. Michael Carter's right there, but he's had 6 catches for 54 yards. So the Bengals just have had no answer for Michael Carter today. They've allowed him to have 84 yards of total offense between his rushing and his receiving numbers, and he got that touchdown that he ran in. So not the best day overall. Jamar Chase been looking better since his 2 drops at the beginning of the game, but still only 11 yards on 2 catches. Amendola kicks it off, and we got the second half started. Bengals get the ball, and Brandon Wilson kind of found a hole, but I'm not sure what he's doing. He only gets the ball back to like the 20-yard line. I don't know what we're doing here with Brandon Wilson as a returner, man. Big Green. I'm assuming this guy's a Jets fan. So don't sleep on the Jets. I agree. Don't sleep on the Jets. The Bengals have been saying that all week. Don't sleep on the Jets because a team that's hungry and like frustrated that they haven't done well. That's a dangerous team. But as I said, well, anyway, Joe Burrow hands the ball off and looking like they got a false start, so the play's blown dead before it even starts. So who is it? False start on Jackson Carman. That's bad. You can't do that, man. But anyway, Jets. Yeah, definitely don't sleep on them. I do think the Bengals are wholly more talented, and at the end of the day, probably should come away with the win, even if it's like a lot tougher than it really should be. The Bengals would probably just out-talent them at the end of the day. But it's been way more of a grind than it should be, man. This Jets team came to play today. Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap, throws to T. Higgins, and that's a pretty good play. So he's got about 10 yards on that play. You made up 9 yards. Okay, so you made up for the holding there, and you got about 4 yards from the original line of scrimmage. You had a good play there. 2nd and 6, and that's a lot more manageable than 1st and 15. Not that 1st and 15 is particularly unmanageable, but, it's not particularly great. So you're at the 25-yard line now, which is where you would have been if Brandon Wilson had just made a good decision. Joe Burrow takes the empty shotgun snap, throws to Jamar Chase, who catches it and is running, and he breaks a few tackles. And he gets it down near midfield, probably about the 48-yard line. What a play, Jamar Chase, making up for those 2 drop passes. Might have been 3. I'll have to go back and watch it later. I know there were 3 incomplete passes, but I think he only actually dropped 2 of them. One of them was a touchdown though, so it could not be looking a whole lot like a game right now if he had just caught that damn touchdown. I don't know. All right, Joe Burrow lining up under center, single back formation. And he's waiting for the snap from Trey Hopkins, and he hands the ball off, and Joe Mixon just gets obliterated in the backfield. Like, man, the run blocking today has just been trash. Just really, really, really bad. I don't know what's going on here. Just awful, 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 awful. It's looking like Jackson Carman got beat on that, man. He's having a terrible game. Jackson Carman's just having a terrible game so far. Not digging that at all. So, looks like Joe Mixon's hurt too. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap, toss to T. Higgins, who is getting it together now. About a 8-9 yard gain there. Joe Mixon's not looking like he's having a good time. Not looking like he's having a good time at all. Just tweeting out a reaction here to Jackson Carman. Follow me at Kyle Phelps 92 to see that tweet. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap, throws to T. Higgins, and good coverage. There was a lot of contact there, but I'd say good coverage. Good no call by the refs there. 4th and 6, Bengals can't get anything done, despite having pretty decent field position after a couple of good plays. I mean, a lot of contact, but I don't think there was any tugging or anything like that. So just good coverage by the Jets cornerback there. Bengals, man, got to do something. Kevin Huber punts, and it's a nice punt. Fair caught at the 11-yard line, so, hey, our punter's helping us out. Let me go get a beer. Well, first of all, Paulaner Munchin Lager. Munkner? I don't know how to pronounce that. Munchin, I think. Munchner Lager. So anyway, yeah, here's to barely holding a lead over the Jets. Just an offensive slop fest. Good God. Trash. All right. Matt Minnick just sent out a good tweet for anybody who follows Bengals Twitter. This team is not good enough to start thinking they're good. I absolutely agree with that. I've said the whole lead up to this game that I think it's totally fine for Bengals fans to expect great results and just go into this thing thinking that you're going to come away with just smacking the Jets. Just the way that you've been playing the last couple of weeks. Bengals fans, absolutely, there's nothing wrong with Bengals fans feeling that way. But the players cannot do that, man. And it's looking like the Bengals players were not prepared for this one. And, I mean, they got to be fully prepared for every game. Fans can go into it getting a little cocky. That's fine. I don't have any problem with that. But the players cannot get cocky, man. They're a young team, so hopefully this is a learning experience, and hopefully they can, come away with the win and actually learn a lesson here. But this is tough, man. What am I drinking today, Jordan? Well, as I said a few minutes ago, I am drinking Paul Anner Munchin Lager. All right, Michael Carter up the middle and only gets about 3 yards, but fights like hell for those 3 yards, man. You can't let them have just little bits here and there. You can't. But they're showing all these Bengals interceptions from the first quarter, which was nice. But again, it kind of hides the fact that just the defense was playing sloppy, and then they get those interceptions and makes you think that makes you think you're playing better than you really are. All right, Mike White takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, throws to number 11. It's no coverage on the slant route there, man. And Mike White's out here like threading the needle. Like what was it? There's a Bengals linebacker like gets his hand up and like almost like knocks it down, or maybe it was Jesse Bates. It was some Bengals defender in the middle gets his hand up, and it's just like Mike White looking like he's threading the needle, but I don't know. Bengals got to be playing better than that, man. Come on. Takes the snap, hands off to Michael Carter, and Mike Hilton gets him in the backfield, but completely falls off of him. Michael Carter ends up getting a 4-yard gain with what could have been a 1-yard loss. Like, it's just sloppy play. I don't know what they're doing. This is ridiculous. After you put up those great results against the Ravens, man, and you're coming out here and you're just getting like worked by the Jets. I mean, I know we're winning, but part of the reason we're winning is because we got those 2 turnovers. Mike White under center. Takes a snap, hands it off. Fakes the handoff. Faked me out. And nothing. Looks like, Bengals did get the sack. All right, so that's a good play. A lot of pressure. Mike White couldn't find where to go with the ball. A more experienced quarterback. By the way, Price is right if you're still watching. That's what you're getting with Mike White right there, is you're getting a lot of inexperience. A more experienced quarterback would have thrown the ball away there instead of running out of bounds. But, I'll take it. Bengals, I believe Trey Hendrickson and Larry Ogunjobi are going to get credited for a joint sack there. It's 3rd and 11 now, and that's a good way to get to. But, Jets have been getting 11-yard gains all day. You gotta like watch out specifically for the middle of the field here. Mike White takes the shotgun snap, throws short, and there's just nobody there. There's nobody defending anywhere in the entire middle of the field. He's completely by himself, and he just runs for 12 freaking yards, man. What the hell? What the hell are you doing, Bengals? It was a short pass, and you let him get 12 yards on it. God, it's looking like that's the kind of crap that happened in the 90s. What an absolute freaking joke of a defensive play. What are you doing? God. Fake pitch. Mike White throws it, and it's... Jesse Bates almost makes a good play on the ball, but Jesse Bates cannot be the only person who is on any coverage on Elijah Moore there. Elijah Moore catches it for like the 13-yard play. Another first down. Jets are rolling. Jets are driving. Bengals just letting themselves get shredded. Jets are going to have the ball at the Bengals' 42-yard line. No, 43-yard line, whatever. Mike White in shotgun takes the snap, hands it off, and the Bengals let him get about 3 yards. It's a good play right there, but you're not stringing good plays together. You're just like, that's LaMichael Pirine, by the way. Not like we got Samaje Pirine. They got LaMichael Pirine, which for the longest time, I thought that's the guy that we got when we got Samaje Perine. I was like, doesn't he play for the Jets or whoever he played for at the time? But no, LaMichael Pirine, the former Oregon Ducks running back, I believe, playing for the Jets, and picks up about 3 on the play, which is a good defensive play, but you got to do that a few times in a row. All right, Mike White all day. Well, sort of. Khalid Kareem does get pressure there at the end, and Mike White looks hurt. And there's a flag on the play. I don't know if they're gonna call roughing the passer or something on that, but Mike White looks like he might have hit his head on the turf or something. I don't want to speculate about injury here, but that's what it looked like to me. They are calling roughing the passer, so Bengals legend Josh Johnson is going into the game. And you hate to see that from Mike White, man. Mike White is down on the field. He's not getting up. He's definitely looking not in a good spot. So the New York Jets are going to be going to Josh Johnson. I guess Joe Flacco is just completely not in the game today at all. So, yeah. Real just infuriating play by the Bengals here, man. Like, come on. You can't hold the Jets down. You can't get anything done against the New York Jets. You can't fall to 4-3 against the... Well, sorry. Okay, it'd be 5-3. 5-3, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but still. You fall to 5-3 against the Jets, and, man, all those good feelings you just built up by smacking the Lions and smacking the Ravens. You can't do that. You cannot do that in a game that you should win like the Jets. And I've said before, Bengals fans had every right to go into this game feeling good and feeling like, oh, we should go smack them. But the Bengals players cannot do that. It's looking like, despite everything they said, they just did not come prepared to play today. What happened to the Bengals that played last week? Yeah, I agree, Jordan. The Bengals that played last week, I think, had... What that was, it was like, yes, the Bengals outplayed the Ravens, but what happened is they had a scheme that really, really worked against Lamar Jackson. And to be completely honest, that was the same scheme that did pretty well last year. It's just, they couldn't really put a whole game together, and it didn't end up working out. But, this isn't the first time that the Bengals have put a scheme that works against Lamar Jackson together. It's just the first time they've actually executed it, properly through 4 quarters. So, I guess that's the main difference here. There wasn't a whole lot of tape on Mike White going into this games, or Michael Carter for that matter, who's a rookie. So I'm thinking maybe that's it. Maybe the Bengals just didn't have a lot to study, and the Jets are just putting a lot of looks out there that the Bengals haven't seen before. That's the only thing I can think of, because, like I said, the Bengals all week were saying we're not looking past them. We're going to talk about these we're going to talk about these tendencies they have. We're going to talk about the things they do well, and we're not going to look past them. So I don't think they look past them. I just don't think they were prepared. I think the Jets are putting out a lot of looks that they're not familiar with. Oh, okay, I see the roughing the passer. I mean, I don't know about that. That's momentum. I don't think you can call that on them. Because that's a momentum thing, but I mean, whatever, it's going to get called every time. And the Bengals swarm all over Michael Carter for a 1-yard pickup on the first down play. So it's going to be second down, and the Jets are in field goal range, so the Jets can probably tie it up here. But, I mean, if you could at the very least come away with, not being down, and then maybe the offense can finally go do something. Because, I mean, they've been like on the verge of breaking out this week. They just haven't done it. I don't know. No. Josh Johnson in shotgun formation. It's looking like they're not really changing up their scheme at all with Josh Johnson in the game. So scrambles around, and Bengals are all over that and can't make the tackle. What are you doing? Man, Michael Carter had like 3 Bengals around him, and he didn't even like dance around or anything. He didn't break any tackles. This dude's out here missing straight up, just like, like it's like, oh, I'm playing Madden, and I just like hit the fucking X button to try to make a diving tackle, and I just completely whiff on the direction. That's what we saw there. Michael Carter didn't do any fancy moves. He just people missed him completely. Unbelievable missed tackling here. Unbelievable, absolutely ridiculous. Josh Johnson takes the first down snap, and it's tipped, and nothing really happens there. I mean, good play by Sam Hubbard to tip that ball and then to have the heads up enough to not let it be completed after the fact. Oh no, it wasn't. Josh Johnson threw it on 78's helmet there. That's what happened there. Okay, well, yeah, that's Josh Johnson for you. That's why he didn't ever start for the Bengals. Well, that also because Andy Dalton, and you're not gonna you're not going to bench Andy Dalton early in his career. That's just not going to happen. But also, that's why he's never, he was briefly a starter with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but that was years and years and years ago, and he hasn't done much since. Josh Johnson takes the snap. It's wide open. This is the theme of the day. Wide open short all day. The Bengals look like they're playing prevent defense all day. It's like, oh, it's okay. They can get these short completions, but they're burning them with the short completions. Like, what? I don't understand this defensive scheme. I mean, they're not getting any pressure. I mean, they're getting a little pressure here and there, but they're just letting the short pass constantly just destroy them all day. And I mean, I get you don't want to let big chunk plays happen and make the offense work for it, but Josh Johnson under center takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and throws dart and he drops it. Oh, almost a touchdown. He just dropped it. Not good defensive play at all right there. Bengals should have been scored on right there. But it's 4th and 2, so the Jets are going to go for the field goal here. And most likely going to tie it up unless, some crazy awesome play. Trey Hendrickson getting decent pressure there, though. So, I mean, I guess maybe there, Trey Hendrickson forced the throw before Josh Johnson was ready. And, I mean, I don't know. He hit him in the shoulder, though. So it's you still really should make that catch. I think that was just poor execution by the Jets receiver there. But Jets with the 24-yard attempt, and it's right down Broadway, maybe a little to the left. But this game is tied up. Fuck. Awful. Just absolutely ridiculous. I am absolutely embarrassed by this Bengals team right now. Regardless, even if we win, okay, we'll walk that back a second. If we win, I'll be happy. I would prefer to see us dominate the Jets, but I'll take 6-2 over 5-3 any day. Especially when that comes against the Jets right after you had this huge look at me kind of win against the Ravens, and then you blow it against the Jets, and nobody's going to take you seriously if you lose to the Jets after this. Not that it's really that big of a deal. It's okay, the media doesn't pay attention to us, whatever. Doesn't really change what the Bengals do on the field. But at the same time, you're just proving people right by going and laying an egg against the Jets. Not that they've done that yet. Not that they're not. You're not laying an egg necessarily until you're losing. And they're not losing yet. But I don't understand. Got a text from my dad. See what he's got to say about this game. Probably awful, right? Are you still going to the game early next week against the Browns? I'll send you a ticket. Just come up to the seat. Yes. So that's a question my dad just asked. Me and Thomas from the Battle of Ohio podcast, we're going to be going to the Bengal Gym's tailgate before the Bengals Browns game, and we're both going to do kind of a live show. I'm going to be doing it through StreamYard and YouTube, and then Thomas is going to be, I think, doing it through his TikTok channel, or maybe Instagram. He's going to be doing it through something. But point being, if you want to go out, if you want to come hang out and say hi to us, check us out. I believe at Lot E, I think, wherever Bengal Gym's tailgate takes place, and say hi. If you go up to Thomas and you say Sheefish, which is his passcode, I guess, he'll give you a beer. I'll probably give you a beer, just because you showed up and said hi. I'm not picky, but yeah, come out early to the Bengal Gym's tailgate, especially if you're going to the game. Even if you're not going to the game, just come down and hang out at the tailgate and come see me and Thomas live. Gonna have Bengal Gym on the next episode of the Battle of Ohio podcast that we'll be recording tomorrow, probably coming out Wednesday. And so a lot of stuff to look forward to on the Battle of Ohio podcast, and on this channel, look forward to most likely a very annoyed recap of this game because, I mean, even if the Bengals win, I'm still going to be annoyed. I'll take a win. Take a win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say, no bad win or anything like that. Like, I'll take a win if we can, actually go win this game. But it's still going to be a very annoyed fucking recap. It's like, I mean, even if we, go out and, smash them the rest of the game, it's just like, where was that the first, 2.5 quarters, man? I don't know. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. Hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, who has a pretty decent lane, gets about 5-6 yards. And then what else did my dad say? I am just now starting to watch the game. Another crazy day. I know the Jets got an early touchdown. Yeah, my dad watches the game after the fact. He works for the church, Springdale Nazarene. So he'll DVR the games and then catch up with them later. So he's probably going to be angrily texting me quite a bit going forward. But right now not looking great. Even if we do win, it's still going to be a very obnoxious kind of thing. Joe Mixon with another handoff, and there you go. We're getting a running game going now at least. He gets the first down, and looks like he gets an extra 1, maybe 2 yards there. So we'll see what happens here. True? I don't know how to pronounce your name, buddy. Jets fan though. Let's go Jets. You can't even spell Jets. But no. I mean, I appreciate you watching the stream, bud. Even if you're a fan of the opposing team and you're enjoying this crap. Joe Burrow with the big to T. Higgins with the big deep pass. There we go. All right. There we go. We need something like that to get it going. X-Fix. Truix? Is that how it's pronounced? Truix? Okay. All right. Truix. Like I said, thanks for tuning in, buddy. You're rooting for the wrong team, but you're allowed to root for the wrong team. I'm just happy that you're tuning in and watching my live stream here. So, but second you popped in, T. Higgins with the what was this 50-something yard catch. So why don't you stick around for a while if that's going to keep happening? Joe Burrow with the shotgun snap throws to Joe Mixon, who gets it in for the touchdown. There we go. Hooday there. Truix is a Ravens fan. That's nice. Wish I would have been live streaming last week. Yeah, that would have been a good game to live stream, Mr. Ravens fan. Hey, you know what? I respect the only one I don't respect is Steelers. I don't respect that fanship. Don't get me wrong. Like Steelers fan, I'll respect you as a human being, but yeah, the only one I'm really going to talk a lot of trash about is the Steelers. I actually don't mind the Ravens personally. I like their colors. When I was a kid, I was a spiteful asshole about the Browns, and so I thought it was funny that they moved. But now I don't really like relocation. I've changed my mind about that. But I've just never really had an issue with the Ravens as a fan base. Like Ravens fans are always super cool to me. They're always pretty level-headed, except for a few who thought Joe Flacco was elite. But I ain't got no problem with Ravens fans, man. So welcome to my stream. You're still rooting for the wrong team, but I appreciate you watching. I appreciate anybody watching, even if a Steelers fan wanted to come watch. I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna talk a lot of trash, but I appreciate anybody watching. It makes me feel like this is worth doing. And I'll be doing it a lot more. Like I said, I will be doing live streams for every Bengals away game. And, well, probably every Bengals away game. Keep up with me at Kyle Phelps 92 on Twitter, and I will I'll update if anything happens. Like if I have an event, like something happens and I can't make the live stream for the game or anything like that. I mean, this isn't a full-time job or anything for me. I'm just getting started out on YouTube, so. I might have to work or something like that, especially. I work for FedEx, and, holiday season's coming up, so they might want me to work on a Sunday, and then I'm just not going to have much of a choice. Catch me on every road game is going to be a live stream, and then every home game I'm going to be doing, a vlog, because I'm going to be at the game with my dad. And then Catch this for recaps, maybe some previews. I do power rankings on atbnetwork.com, and I'm going to be doing like a supplemental video for that going forward. And if you got any ideas for other content you'd like to see, let me know. But that's what you're going to get with my channel. So I just need to listen to the game without paying for it. Well, you can get that here too. Now, obviously, on YouTube, I'm not allowed to stream the actual game itself, but I'll tell you what's happening. I'm not going to be as polished as some of the other ones out there, but I don't know. Is anybody else streaming the Bengals-Jets game? I don't know. Who the hell else would? Good commentary. Thank you, Truex. Thank you, Truex. Even though you're a Ravens fan, you're welcome here. You are welcome here. And even if you're a Jets fan right now, you're welcome here. Even if you're a Steelers fan, you're welcome to come here and hear me trash your team. But I'll be more than happy to let you on my stream. So. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh man, that was a great series of plays, man. And that's it's kind of annoying because the Bengals are really, like I said, the only reason the Bengals are winning this game is because they're out talenting the Jets. They have so much more talent than the Jets that they're able to get these big explosive plays, like the interceptions, like the big passes to like the flea flicker we had to Joe Mixon, or the big pass to T Higgins, or the other big pass to T Higgins. But the minute to minute stuff is just. They're having issues with that, the play-to-play stuff. The defense is not playing as good as I think they're really capable of playing. They really should be doing a lot better than this. But you know what? I will say credit to the New York Jets for having a good game. I don't want to sit here and just be completely blind to the fact that the Jets are doing a lot better than I think a lot of people expected, especially with Mike White in at quarterback. Who's back in, by the way? Mike White hands it off to Michael Carter, who gets about 4 yards on the run. And, he brought him down, cool, but you can't let him get 4 yards every play because then, you're never going to stop him. 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. So, after 3 downs, that's 12 yards, and you're just going to let him march right down the field if you let him get 4 yards every single run. So, can't be doing that. But anyway, you got 2nd and 5 for the New York Jets. Mike White is in shotgun formation, and he empties Michael Carter out of the backfield, so now he's completely empty. He's going to pass the ball. So can we get some pressure here? The answer is no, and it's easy completion to Michael Carter. Right up the middle. Not right up the middle. Right on the flank. Truex, let's go. No, let's not go. I will reiterate, I'm fully confident the Bengals are going to win this game because they're just way more talented than the Jets. But they really got to pull it together. I really I really was thinking we were going to get a blowout here, and this is not what we're getting at all. I am not terribly thrilled with this, but all right, Mike White pitches it to Michael Carter, and oh my God. Just the tackling. Logan Wilson gets a hand around him and just completely lets him loose. About a 5-yard pickup on that play. All right, 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5, and just watching Eli Apple walk across the screen for whatever reason. Eli Apple's been having a mostly good game outside of that DPI. Mike White drops back. Throws and easy completion. There's no coverage today. What's Mike White even what are his numbers looking like right now? You got Mike White 28 of 34. That means he's only had 6 incompletions all day. And he's been throwing the ball a lot too. You're telling me you can't do better than making Mike White not complete 6 catches? Man, this Bengals defense just today, I know they've been good all year. I'm sure they'll bounce back, but today is just playing like absolute trash. Yes, Truex. No, I don't know what you're saying, but you're rooting against the Bengals, so I'm going to say the opposite of you. Elijah Moore with the 20-yard fucking pass. First down, Jets. Bengals are just letting them poop all over them. I don't understand. I don't understand this defense, man. This is. Let's see what. You're just letting them run all over you. I don't understand. Ridiculous, man. Like, I mean, okay, we're to be clear, we're winning, and I haven't seen really any evidence so far that we're not gonna win. Like, I mean, we've mostly kind of been half controlling this game and haven't had that many issues. I mean, we've had a bunch of issues, but not to the point where it really feels like we're gonna lose. But you got to get something going. You got to get something going beyond this. The last time this Bengals team allowed more than... The Bengals have only twice this season allowed more than 17 points in the game, and it looks like the Jets are knocking on the door. No, sorry, 3 times. So they let the Packers score 25, they let the Jaguars score 21, and they let the Vikings score 24. 24. So the good news is when the Bengals defense isn't doing particularly great, they have a winning record. So, I mean, it's positive feeling for this game, even though it's kind of infuriating right now because, once again, it's the goddamn... Oh, and they let the Bears score 20. So there's that. But, I mean, I guess, they... Yeah, whatever, anyway. I don't understand. Yes. Saying that a lot, huh? Yeah, well, no. No. That's my retort. No. Ugh. Bengals drive me to drink. Soon may the wellerman come. Singing drunken lullabies. Hey! I'm gonna need, like, a shot of whiskey after this, man. Oh my god, this is just a joke. This is just an absolute joke. Boy, fuck. Hey, so I've got 4 people watching the stream right now. Like I said, this is kind of like the debut video for what I intend to be kind of like a consistent amount of content coming from me over the next, like, hopefully, indefinite amount of time. So, any suggestions on what I should make my logo? Any suggestions on what I should name my channel? Should I just keep it Kyle Phelps? I'm planning on just keeping it Kyle Phelps. But any suggestions about content I should make? I'm willing to do anything. I got the time to do anything. And Michael Carter up the middle. Michael Carter's just shredding this Bengals defense, man. I don't understand what the hell they think they're doing. I mean, it's just they're not letting anything happen right now. This Bengals defense is just getting manhandled. And I mean, they've been all right at times, but the problem is they've been really porous today. It's reminding me a lot. Kyle Phelps, football, and more. That's an idea. All right, hands off again. This time to Duke Johnson. Again, I think it's Duke Johnson. I don't want to say anything, but oh no, it's Michael Carter. I thought I saw 25. My bad. All right, so Michael Carter gets tackled for no gain, or maybe a 1-yard gain, which is nice. They finally did that. But hey, maybe we can hold them to a field goal. Maybe we can hold them to a field goal and maintain this lead. It wouldn't be the first time they've done that today. I mean, if they can do that, then it's at least maybe a C performance by the offense, or by the defense. All right, Michael Carter gets swallowed up for no gain once again. It's 3rd down, and come on, let's hold them to a field goal, keep that lead, maintain that lead, and go down the field and get some points and just whittle this game away. I'm at the point I was really hoping for like a big Bengals blowout, obviously. My score prediction was 35-10 Bengals, and that's looking pretty stupid right now. But, I mean, if the Bengals can go down and get a touchdown after this and hold the Jets, I mean, it won't be too far off. I don't know. And he goes down! Trey Hendrickson with the sack on Mike White. And it's 4th down, and I believe that's going to do it. They're probably going to pull out the field goal unit here. That's looking like what they're going to do. So the Bengals are going to hold on to their lead. And this defense, man, they've been getting work today, but they've also been coming up clutch when they need to. So, I mean, at the very least, you got to give them that. Right now, probably going to be giving out a lot of C's on my position grades at atbnetwork.com. Go check that out. By the way, Truex, if you're still watching, atbnetwork.com's got a pretty vibrant Ravens community, too. Me and my colleague TD Hunter, which I think his name is Thomas, so Thomas Hunter, went on the Double Overtime podcast recently to preview the Bengals-Ravens game of the week. And that was pretty good content. So I mean, obviously I don't do any Ravens content, but just to shout them out because I appreciate them picking me up. And I'm using StreamYard right now. The reason I'm able to live stream through StreamYard and use like these halfway decent graphics that I made is because atbnetwork.com gave me access to their StreamYard. So go check them out if you aren't already a Ravens fan following ATB Network. But atbnetwork.com, at ATB Network on Twitter, I think. Next Ravens and Bengals game, you can. Next Ravens and Bengals game is going to be interesting. Here's the thing. Like I said, last year, I know the Bengals didn't do particularly well against the Ravens last year, but it was kind of like the reverse. I mean, you remember we didn't blow the Ravens out all game this year. It was really close, and then it kind of broke open in the third quarter, I think. But that's basically what the Ravens did to us last year. And we basically did the same thing to the Ravens last year that we did to them this year, except we actually executed and finished it. So I think Ravens-Bengals games going forward are going to be interesting because the Bengals seem to know how to handle Lamar Jackson. Obviously in 2019, and you saw Lamar Jackson with that all-time great highlight, making Nick Vigil look like an idiot. But I do think that the Bengals have the Bengals and Ravens, I think, have the potential to be an interesting watch over the next few years, as long as the Bengals can maintain what they're doing right now. Not right now, go beat the Jets, which they are. They are beating the Jets right now, so that's not nothing. But the Bengals Ravens games are going to be interesting going forward, and it'll be fun. And hey, Truex, if you're interested. Next time the Bengals and Ravens play, we'll have you, if you're interested, like I said, you can come on the Battle of Ohio podcast, which is my other channel. Me and Thomas Stargell talk about the Bengals-Browns rivalry. But last time the Bengals played the Ravens, we had a Ravens fan on, and we had a pretty interesting trash-talking session going on there. All love, all respect. Like I said, the only team I don't respect is the Steelers, and even then I still respect their fans as human beings. It's a good time. So if you're interested in coming on, we'd love to have a conversation with you. So, Jets kicked the ball out of the end zone. It's going to be on the 25-yard line. Yes. All right. Well, go follow me on Twitter, and I'll hit you up when the time comes. Go do that. That'll be fun. All right. So let's see. Bengals going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. Joe Burrow in shotgun formation. Taking the ball, hands it off. Oh, no, he doesn't. He fakes it. He fakes me out, too. And almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. That was a bad... That could have been really bad. But, he dropped it. Bengals dodge a bullet. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Joe Burrow's been, had one or two questionable throws all game, or not all game, all like every year seems like he's got one or two questionable throws a game, and I'm really hoping he's got to be perfect going forward, just because you put yourself in this in this position, and you've got to go get something done. Man, they got a free rusher coming off the edge, and Joe Burrow throws an incomplete pass, 3rd and 10. Kill me. Looks like he got the ball off, but it got deflected by Mr. Carter II. All right. Come on, Bengals. Third down. Gotta go get it. At least just go get a first down. Extend the drive. I know you're winning, but not going to be winning too long if you keep playing the way you're playing. All right, come on. Pass to CJ Uzomah, and I think he's short. Ref's saying he's got it, though. At least according to where the ref's spotting it. Well, no, maybe. That's going to be close. I thought it was short, personally. Refs gave him a bit of a generous spot. Oh, no. Okay, maybe that was the right spot. Oh, they gave it to him. First down. There we go. First down. All right. So I didn't think he got it, but on the replay, I can see why they gave him that spot. Joe Burrow under center. Single back formation. Takes it, fakes a handoff, and throws the ball, dumps the ball off to C.J. Uzomah for the first down. Good play there. Could we do a few more of those? You got to get points, man. I'd really like to see like a touchdown. You got to get in the end zone, man. Go get a touchdown. Go hit that 30-point mark. But you got to at least get points. The way the Jets offense is playing, I know you want to go up by more than 7 points, but 11 would be really nice. 11 would really help a lot. Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Joe Mixon, who pushes his way for about 4.5 yards. I don't think they're going to give him 5, but looked like about 4.5 to me. So a generous 4. It looks like they're calling it 2nd and 6. I think it's maybe second about 5.5. But let's see what they spot it. All right, looks like Joe Burrow's back in shotgun again. And they do spot it about 5.5. So, all right, pitches to Jamar Chase. And Jamar Chase goes and gets the first down. There you go. That was a nice creative play. The Jets aren't seeing stuff like that coming, so it's real nice to see them do stuff like that. Like I said, man, go get a touchdown. Go get in the end zone, and you've got that buffer. I know the defense isn't playing great right now, but you've at least got that buffer if you go get the touchdown. And I was hoping we wouldn't whittle away the game away against the Jets, but it's better than nothing. Joe Burrow fakes the handoff and throws to Tyler Boyd, who drops the pass. That was kind of a tough catch. Not going to blame Tyler Boyd too much there. He had to go up and over and wasn't able to complete it. But then again, you get your hands on it, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna shit all over Tyler Boyd too much for not making that, but that's the kind of play that could have just really, really helped you with momentum. Man. All right. Well, all right. Joe Burrow, 1-man backfield, well, 2-man backfield, I guess. Takes a shotgun snap, throws, gets hit. C.J. Uzomah, with the stutter step, and turns what could have been maybe a 1-yard gain into about a 5-yard gain. So that's better than nothing. You're getting the ball down the field, and that's really what matters. Holy crap, Justin Fields! They're showing a replay of a crazy ass Justin Fields touchdown here, where he looks like Barry Sanders dodging people in the backfield. That's not somebody you want to be compared to, by the way. Barry Sanders on a highlight play, because that means that your team is not helping you out at all, which is what Barry Sanders basically got. Bengals should be in Evan McPherson field goal range here, but you want to go get a touchdown. Oh, there you go! Tyler Boyd making up for the drop. There you go. Gets it down to about the 15-yard line. There we go. First down. Fresh set of downs. And you're driving the ball down the field. Let's go get that touchdown, man. Let's go, Bengals. Let's just get up 11 points on the Jets, and put the game away. That's all I'm asking. Just at this point, I wanted a blowout. Blowout didn't happen. I just want you to put the game away now. And hey, 11 points is covering the spread. So that's something. Bengals were 10.5-point favorites for this game. So, all right, Joe Burrow takes the snap under center. Joe Mixon runs around in the backfield a little bit for about a 4-yard gain. All right, so we got 2nd and 6 coming up. Not a bad play on first down. Not the best play on the planet, but like you get 4 yards every play. Then I said this earlier. You get 4 yards every play, then you're gonna get first downs every single time. And I'll take that because you're in the red zone. You're at about the 10, almost exactly the 10-yard line right now. Joe Burrow under shotgun takes the snap, throws, and Jamar Chase drops it. But I mean that was fantastic play by Hall, number 37 there on the Jets. So I mean I don't know if that one goes down as a drop or not. Oh, that could have been pass interference. He's like he's knocking his hands out of the way. I mean that's kind of like a very technical pass interference call, but I mean by the book, I think that's pass interference. I don't know. Bengals at the 10-yard line, 3rd and 6. Joe Burrow under shotgun. He's got Samaje Perine. Looks like he's in a pistol formation, or a reverse pistol or something like that. Samaje Perine's a little up. Joe Burrow dancing around on the backfield, got plenty of time, but he finds Tyler Boyd for the touchdown. There we go. Bengals back up 10, about to be back up 11 as long as Evan McPherson hits that extra point. And that is huge because that puts us back up double digits. And I mean, it by no means like, coffin nails or anything like that. Jets, got plenty of time to go do this, especially the way our defense has been playing. But you've got that cushion back now, and you can go get it done. So, all right. Yep. Really great job extending the play there by Joe Burrow. That he wasn't doing that earlier in the game, but he's doing that here. And, he gives enough time for Tyler Boyd to get loose. So Evan McPherson right down the middle, 31-20 Jets. So the Bengals, I actually might not be too far off, actually, as far as like my prediction that I predicted. I said 35-10 Bengals. It's 31-20 now. So, I mean, I was wrong about how much of a blowout it would be. But I'm getting pretty close with, Bengals might end up like putting up 34, maybe more than 30. But, honestly, the Bengals really should be doing a lot better than they are. Like, I mean, don't forget you had that Jamar Chase dropped a touchdown pass, and the Bengals elected to go for it on 4th down when they could have taken a field goal. So the Bengals have left 10 points on the board right now throughout this game. So realistically, the score could be the key word. I'm not saying it should be, but the score realistically right now could be 41-20, and it wouldn't even look like a game right now if the Bengals had actually put those executed those plays in just in the moments. Just like little tiny things that just completely swing the entire momentum of this game. Bengals are up 11 points now. And so it's, back to having a little bit of that cushion. Hopefully the defense can get something together. But, I mean, like I said, my prediction, 35-10, not looking too horribly off. I mean, the defense isn't playing as well as I thought the defense would play. But the offense is, putting together the points getting pretty close to the point total that I thought that we were going to get. So, up 11. I mean, you're up a touchdown and 4 points on top of that. So, I mean, it's back to being a 2-score game, and a field goal doesn't even help them. So, a touchdown, they have to get 2 touchdowns to get ahead. 2 unanswered touchdowns to get ahead, which is very possible. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not trying to put together any sort of sense of complete arrogance or anything like that. But an 11-point lead in the NFL is, with 7 minutes left to go in the game, is obviously not insurmountable. But for a good Bengals team that is far more talented than the Jets, which is, again, I think probably the only reason we're winning right now, But yeah, 31-20 is, not a horrible score right now. I mean, this game is arguably, I think, a lot closer than it looks right now. But then again, you could also make the argument that the Bengals should be winning by a lot more because Jamar Chase should have caught that touchdown. Zach Taylor should have taken the points instead of going for it on fourth down and then failing when the offense was just completely sputtering. I mean, I get the idea. Your offense got you into great field goal range, but I don't know, man. I think just especially when you got that interception, just take the points and keep some of the momentum. You've already got your foot on their throat. So you don't really need to, at that point, you don't need to put your foot on your throat because you already have it. All right, so that was a good kickoff coverage by the Bengals, and it looks like it set the Jets up at the, let's see, just show the play. Come on, they're showing like shots of the Jets, but they're not showing the actual play. Jets are set up at the 25-yard line. I thought they had him back beyond that, but whatever. 25-yard line. Not terrible kick return coverage anyway. And they're just letting themselves get shredded up, like another 13-yard pass by Zach Wilson. You're making Zach Wilson look like Tom Brady, guys. Like, I don't understand what the defensive thought process is here. Like, I mean, you got to get a little bit more than this done. We had, what's his name? I don't know if he's still watching, but The Price is Right earlier talking about like how Mike White's just this great quarterback. Well, you're making him look like one right now. I don't know what his stats are off the top of my head. I'll check in a second, but Mike White takes the shotgun snap and empty, and it's a tipped pass, nowhere near for anybody to intercept, but hey, good play. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. And, I mean, you'll take that. Just let's get some streamed together. Mike White has completed 30 of his 37 passing attempts so far. So, I mean, like I said, you're letting them just get you're just letting him absolutely like look efficient as hell. And the 2 interceptions are off of tipped plays. So, I mean, he's like Mike White himself is really having a much better game than he really should be having. So it's honestly, they should be embarrassed by this when they watch the film. Mike White takes the snap, tosses off to Michael Carter, and Michael Carter just gets 12 yards on the play. And I guess they never really got him down, so he gets like 20 yards on the play. This sloppy ass defense. Like, yes, I forgot to take that down. The Truex with yes, no, whatever you're saying, no, because I know you're reading against the Bengals. Man, this defense just. They should be so much better than this, but they're letting themselves get worked short constantly. And I guess when you're up by double digits, then that's kind of the way you play it, but still. Holding, I think, on the Jets, and Mike White attempted to throw it deep to Elijah Moore, and it was just way off. Holding on the Jets, yeah. So that's going to push him back 10 yards, I think. So it's going to be 2nd and 20. And let's see what we got here. It was called on McGovern. So, let's see. Goes back. And, oh, yeah, DJ Reader had Mike White dead to rights, but he just, like, completely, like, chokeholded him for that play. So, yeah, definitely good call by the refs there on that holding. Absolutely a holding right there. On the center. So, all right. So, it's 1st and... sorry, I thought it'd be 2nd and 20. It's 1st and 20. Mike White takes the empty shotgun snap, throws the ball short, and that's what they're doing all day. And Jets get about 7-8 yards on the play. So it's going to be about 2nd and 12. Not loving this at all, man. I will say, for what it's worth, I previewed this game I played this game on Madden just to see what would happen. I'll tell you in a second. Mike White takes the shotgun snap. And hit hard by Chidobe Awuzie, but 88 comes up. Keelan Cole, I think, comes up with the catch for about 4 yards or so. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. And I'm sure you're all dying to hear about my Madden story. I'll tell you when, like maybe at a commercial break or something like that. Mike White takes a shotgun snap. He throws shorts, and it's a 1st down. I mean, at this point, I kind of don't mind the short passes because you're letting the Jets, you're making the Jets take time off the clock, and you're up double digits. And maybe you're trusting your offense to go back and get points. I don't know. Toss short to Duke Johnson and just whiffs on the fucking tackle, dude. And then you let him get out of bounds. So what's the point of all this short passing you're allowing? Fucking shit, man. What is even the point? I don't get it. That's ridiculous and stupid. 5 people watching the stream right now. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it if you did. You're going to get more content like this. I'm going to be live streaming every Bengals away game, vlogging every Bengals home game because my dad has season tickets. You're going to get Bengals recaps from me. You're going to get NFL power rankings from me because I do that for atbnetwork.com, so I'm going to produce a supplemental video. Was that a false start? I think the Jets had a false start there. Hope they don't call it against the Bengals. False start on the Jets, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. So it's going to be, second down and 6, I think. Along Elijah Vera Tucker. From what I understand, he's been pretty good so far this year, and I was definitely 2nd and 7. All right, nice. I was kind of thinking about him for the Bengals if he somehow fell to the 2nd round, but that's not what ended up happening. All right, so Zach Wilson, shotgun formation, takes the snap, looks around, all day to throw, and, oh my God, and he gets in for the touch! No. They calling that short? All right, they're calling that short. All right. So, anyway, guys, yep. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these live streams for every Bengals away game. I'm going to be doing vlogs. Oh, no, sorry, I thought we were going to commercial. Like I said, 5 people in the stream. Feel free to like and subscribe. Please. Really helps me out. I'm just starting out. You can get it on the ground floor of something that, I'm going to be doing for a while, and I'm hoping is special for years to come. Also, you can just, like I said, I'm going to be live streaming away games. And New York Jets are challenging the play, by the way. But I'm going to be live streaming all the away games. So, it's the Bengals. I guarantee you they're going to piss me off from time to time. No. He's out. I think he's out, but I think it's at the 1-inch line. He's out, but I think he's at the 1-inch line. Yep. I can promise you, as a Bengals fan, the Bengals regularly piss me off. But I'm hoping they do well this year. Man, I've been covering the Bengals. I used to write for Cincy Jungle. I've been covering the Bengals since about 2016-ish. 2020 or late 2015. I can't remember if I was. I don't think I was. I think I was started covering them after the 2015 season. But yeah, I've been doing this for a few years. But this is my debut. Not my debut on YouTube. I've produced videos before, but this is like I said, I'm planning on doing this consistently going forward. So anyway, Jets are challenging the play. Looked to me like he was out on the 1-inch line. Up, down, they're calling it a touchdown. I'm not going to dispute that. I thought maybe he was out on the 1-inch line, but it's really hard to tell because he does extend that ball. So maybe. Anyway, Jets got the touchdown. It's going to be 31, probably 31-27 because the Jets are going to kick the field goal. I'm hoping it got 4:36 left in the game. I'm just truly hoping here that the Jets going for 2. Jets are going for 2. All right, so the Bengals got the 5-point lead on them right now. And Zach Wilson takes the shotgun snap, and no good. It is no good. Jets are still down 5 points. So it's 31-26. Bengals going to get the kickoff after this. So 31-26 Bengals, and way closer than I think anybody was hoping. But here's the thing. Since you prevented that 2-point conversion, now you can run the clock away. You can, let's get some good runs going, short passing, and just stay in bounds, run that clock, get down the field. I mean, you just need a field goal, really, because, with, 8... you're going to force them to go for another 2-point conversion, even if they get all the way down the field and get a touchdown. But if you can run that clock out, it's putting more pressure, and maybe go get a touchdown. Boy, I'll tell you what, that decision to not take the field goal is looking real shit right now. But then again, so was that Jamar Chase missed touchdown catch, dropped catch. So, Jamar Chase drops are not exactly great this year. It's the only thing he's doing wrong. So, those issues he was showing in the preseason have come around to haunt him a little bit during the season, but he's doing everything else right. So, I guess you'll take it. But in today's game, like I said, the Bengals have left 10 points on the board already. They could be up 41-26 right now. But they just left points on the board when they had absolutely no need to. But anyway, Bengals up 5. 4 people in the stream right now. Please like, subscribe. I'll be putting out a lot of content going forward. Go check out my podcast if you're a Bengals or a Browns fan, the Battle of Ohio podcast. Me and a Browns fan, Thomas Stargell from the Thomas J Network, cover the rivalry. Joe Burrow takes... Oh, no! Oh, no! Joe Burrow got his pass batted, and the Jets got the fucking interception. Oh, no! Oh, no. That's their first interception since December 12th, 2020. Oh, no. Oh, man. The way the defense is playing, man. Jets could easily fucking... And they're going to have the ball at the 25-yard line. He throws it, and it gets batted. A great play. Great heads-up play. And he bats it and intercepts it. So, actually, they're going to have the ball at the 15-yard line. 14-yard line, my bad. Michael Carter up the middle. Defense holds. To their credit, Michael Carter cannot get into any... So, I think it gets 1 yard on the play. So, it's going to be 2nd down and 9. And, that was painful. Joe Burrow with just not necessarily his fault, just a great heads-up tip by the defender. But, man, Joe Burrow's been getting intercepted a lot on tipped balls this year. Whatever. All right, come on. Come on, D. Let's go, D. Let's go, D. Come on. Mike White, alone in the backfield. He takes the shotgun snap. He's looking around. Doesn't see anybody. Throws, and just nobody... Touchdown. Nobody covering him. Just completely left all alone in the end zone. Jets take the lead with 3:45 left to go. I'm imagining they're probably going to go for 2 again so that they can try to go up 3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Share the stream. Channel content. You know what? I'll do that here in a second. New York Jets going for 2. Handoff. And it's a flea flicker, and it's fucking... Jets convert the 2-point conversion, up 34-31. Bengals are going to have 3:45 left, and field goal is going to do nothing but tie the game. Pain. Pure, unadulterated pain. 3 people watching my pain in the stream right now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go share this to Twitter. Maybe people will come watch my pain. This Bengals defense. Now, to be clear, the Bengals offense hasn't exactly had a great game either. They put up 31, so I mean it's when you score 31 points against the Jets, you expect to win, but it hasn't been the greatest game from the offense either. We got 31 points, but just because we're purely more talented than the Jets, and I still believe we're going to go win this game, but it's going to come down to the wire, and there's no reason it should come down to the wire. Nobody's covering them. What is even going on? Did Akeem Davis Gaither get burned on that one? Is that what happened? Because it looked like he was the closest defender. Akeem Davis Gaither is a freaking flea flicker. Unfucking real, dude. Joe Burrow under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon up the middle for a decent gain, about 6 yards. All right, come on, Bengals. Let's, I'm still down for whittling this clock away, You're either going to force overtime here, and that's going to be interesting for my stream. 6 people in the stream. That's an all-time record, and this is also my first stream ever, so... Well, my first... No, now it's 5. Okay, never mind. Anyway, anybody listening, feel free, like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing this more. All Bengals road games. I'm going to be live streaming, and all Bengals home games. I'm going to be not live vlogging. I'm going to be vlogging and giving you some content there. I'm going to be doing after the fact recaps and got predictions and a bunch of content on the Battle of Ohio podcast. I'll probably be posting clips from that show. Is Jackson Carman hurt? I think Jackson Carman's hurt. We can't Jackson Carman can't be hurt, man. Not Jackson Carman. How are we going to go back to right guard being a gigantic issue? I mean, I guess Xavier Su'a-Filo's back, right? I think Xavier Su'a-Filo's back. So worst case scenario, you've got a veteran to go in and play if he's hurt. It looks like he tweaked his back. So hopefully he's not. Hopefully it's just kind of a minor issue. He's down on the field, but he grabbed his back. So it could be major. It could be minor. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too hard on that. But I hope he's okay. I don't understand. I think a lot of people are going to shit all over this defense for the way they've been playing. And I will too. The defense absolutely deserves blame for this. This is a very even if we pull off the win, the defense absolutely deserves some blame. But I mean, the offense has just left. Like I said, we've left 10 points on the board. So I mean, we should still be winning. Jamar Chase needs to catch that touchdown pass. Zach Taylor don't need to be going for fourth down when the offense is getting completely stuffed and the defense just gave you a gift with an interception. Insane. I don't know, but I mean it could be 41-34 right now, which I mean doesn't feel good, but I mean I don't know. Defense is going to get rightfully killed for this game, but I think the offense has just not been coming up clutch. The offense definitely deserves a little bit of blame for what they've been doing today, too. Now, they've been a little more effective than the defense today, but just all around, I think this is, we're having a lot of issues. Jackson Carman's getting up. Looks like he's okay-ish. Walking off the field under his own power, that's a good thing. That's the positive thing here. 6 people in the stream. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to catch more live streams like this going forward. Bengals recaps, clips from the Battle of Ohio podcast, game day vlogs from the Bengals home games, because my dad has season tickets. And just, whatever content I can think about. Power rankings show from the ATB Network, atbnetwork.com power rankings that I do. I'm going to be doing a supplementary show for that too. So Joe Burrow, shotgun, 2nd and 5, takes the snap, looking around, dodging some pressure, and oh, nice catch by Tyler Boyd. That's what you want to see. Now, I'd rather he don't get out of bounds, but just getting anything done is nice. I'd rather you keep that clock running, though, just the way this defense has been playing. Tyler Boyd with the 15 or so yard catch. Didn't actually catch the total one there, but ball is going to be on the 49-yard line. So Bengals are knocking on the door of scoring range. All right, so Joe Burrow in the I formation hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, who gets absolutely nothing done. Tackled in the backfield for about a half a yard loss. I mean, at least that clock's running again. Because that's what you want to see here. With the defense playing the way it's playing and the offense at least kind of being up and down. I mean, not ideal, but up and down. I think the idea is try to win the game with your offense here, and if you leave too much time on the board, that's gonna hurt you. So hopefully just one more play before the 2-minute warning, unless it goes out of bounds again or it's an incomplete pass. But Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap and he's rolling back a little bit, and he spikes the ball in the dirt. No pressure around him. He's got a good pocket formed. And he spikes the ball in the dirt. Why? Why did you spike the ball in the dirt, Joe Burrow? Third and 11. Third and 11. No reason it should be 3rd and 11 right now. Didn't even attempt to make a play. Perfect pocket. Nobody's on your ass. Can't try to break out of the pocket, maybe go get a couple of yards, slide. I mean, if everybody was covered, you can't at least do that. Why did you throw it in the dirt? Joe Burrow, 2 blockers, shotgun, takes a sack. There is a flag, but it's probably going to be holding. That's what it usually is. Illegal contact on the defense. Illegal hands to the face, sorry. On the offense. Fourth and 19. Gonna have to punt the ball, right? You can't go for it because you've still got the slimmest of hopes. Hopefully the defense can get something going on. And you have to punt it. I hate it, but it's 4th and 19. You got a very slim chance of converting this, and if you don't, then you give the Jets excellent field position. Great punt by Kevin Huber, not great coverage. Jets are going to get the ball at the 20, and Truex, what happened? Okay, so Joe Burrow threw a pick. The ball got tipped, and the Jets got the ball, and Bengals had him stopped with a field goal, had him on a touchdown, but they stopped him on the 2-point conversion, and they had a 5-point lead, and then Joe Burrow threw the pick, and then they got a touchdown, and now they're up 3, and then offense couldn't get a goddamn thing done. The defense still can't get a goddamn thing done. At least they got the ball carrier to run out of bounds. Elijah Moore, I believe. 2nd and 6. So I guess he stepped out of bounds a little early. So it's 2nd and 6. At least the clock stopped. That's big. You get this clock stopped. But they're going to be running the ball, so you got to watch for the run. I don't think the Jets trust Mike White to throw it here. So especially with how opportunistic this Bengals defense is. They're going to run the ball. Please, for the love of God. Who took a timeout? Jets took a timeout. Okay. Oh. Yeah, oh. Right, oh. Bengals are knocking on the door at 5-3 after looking like maybe the Bengals just underestimated the Jets or something. Yeah. As I said, it could be the Bengals could be 41-34 right now because Jamar Chase dropped a touchdown and Zach Taylor elected to go on 4th down when they were in easy field goal range for really no reason. But I'm not going to say a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda here. The defense has just gotten absolutely completely worked, and then the offense has had some good spurts, but they just there's been a lot of missed opportunities on the field. The Jets defense has played hard and come up clutch when necessary. Zach Wilson shotgun pass. I did not see that coming, but it's not incomplete. So it looks like the Bengals are. I guess it doesn't matter because it's the 2-minute warning, right? So, I guess yeah, you take a shot at getting a completed pass. So, Bengals defense is going to be 3rd and 6 after the 2-minute warning, and you absolutely have to stop the Jets on this 3rd and 6, and you can do it, but you've been letting them get 11, 12, 13-yard plays on off of these short catches all day. And they're probably going to try it again. They're either going to run up the middle or they're going to try a short pass out to Michael Carter. And, worst case scenario, it doesn't go anywhere and Michael Carter gets tackled and the clock's running. Same with the run. They'll give it a shot. And worst case scenario, Michael Carter keeps the clock running, so the Bengals are going to get the ball back with, the Jets are going to punt. Bengals maybe get the ball back with about like a minute and 30, probably more like a minute and 20 seconds left. A minute like 20, 22, 23 seconds left. And Bengals got other timeouts, but the offense has just been so up and down today. And it's just like, it seems like when you need them to come through, they just can't do it. So, 7 people watching my pain now. Yay! That's the most of the stream so far, so that's just why I'm happy about that. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free, especially subscribe for content going forward. I'm going to be live streaming all the away games. Going to be doing vlogs for the home games because I got season tickets. My dad has season tickets, rather. Going to be doing breakdowns and reactions to the game after the fact. Going to be doing supplemental power rankings show for my power rankings on atbnetwork.com. And then, let's see. And then also clips from the Battle of Ohio podcast, which we have on my other channel, which is the Battle of Ohio podcast. So if you're a Bengals or a Browns fan, or you're just interested in the Bengals-Browns rivalry that's looking like it's got like a lot of potential to turn into something special, go check that out. You can also subscribe to my channel for clips from that show, but it's going to be like all Bengals-centric clips. So, might also try to have interviews with Bengals fans and stuff like that. Maybe even Bengals players one day. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, subscribe for that. Help my channel out. Let's see what's going on here. And that's a false start for the Jets. So that should set them back a little bit. Not that it makes me feel that much better, though. It's going to push them back to 3rd and 11, so that's kind of nice. But like I said, the Jets have just been getting 11, 12, 13-yard chunk plays all day. So, this is a good defense, guys, I promise you. I know they've been not looking so good today, but this is a good defense. So, they can stop them here. Just go do it. The Jets are going to have to throw, too, so that's big. If the Jets get an incomplete pass, that'll stop the clock. Zach Wilson takes the shotgun snap, throws, and Michael Carter. Oh, no, there's a flag. They're going to call him for a helmet-to-helmet hit. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to call him for a helmet-to-helmet hit, and that's going to be an automatic first down. Oh, man. Oh, no, it's not a helmet-to-helmet hit, but I think it is on the defense. Unnecessary roughness. Yep, I was right. Helmet-to-helmet hit. Mike Hilton. Fucking Adam Jones-looking motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Now you're going to, at best, you're going to have like 30 seconds on offense. Zach Taylor's not happy, but it was the right call, Zach. It was the right call. That was completely stupid play by Mike Hilton. Now, I mean, I get it. You know, that guy, he's going low, so you have to meet him low, but fucking trash. Absolute fucking trash. Michael Carter with about a yard and a half-ish. Come on, Bengals. Don't do anything stupid. Just, you know, Bengals going to take the time out. I was wrong. They're not going to have 35 seconds left. If they do stop them on downs here, not on downs, if they do make them punt here, then they'll probably have about a minute and 30 left. But they won't have any timeouts, though, which is, you know, that's key. You're going to have to get out of bounds. You're going to probably looking at, you know, your only chance of, you know, extending this game is with a field goal, because I don't know if you have enough time to go get a touchdown at that point, unless you just unless Jamar Chase just breaks free. But they can still do it. I'm not calling a loss yet. But this is the last chance. If they get a first down, it's over. They get a first down, it's over. Handoff to Michael Carter, and Chidobe Awuzie completely whiffs, and they get it's going to be 3rd and 1. I'm fascinated by what the PFF grades are going to be on this game, man. Like, especially on the tackling grades that they put out. Just going to be 20s across the board. That's what I would do. The tackling today has just been an absolute joke. Just an absolute joke. I wonder what the Browns are doing right now. Oh, Steelers beat the Browns. Rip. All right, so Steelers, what is that? That puts the Steelers at 4-3. So that's not great, but Browns are banged up. I'm not impressed by that win for the Steelers, especially 15-10. Game over? No, it's not over yet. It's not over. Michael Alexandrov. It's not over yet. I mean, unless you know something I don't, because I might be on a delay here. But if the Jets get a first down here, game's over. That's short. That's short. That is short. That's short. That is short. No, not 1st and 10. Bullshit. Bullshit. That is not 1st and 10. That was short. Okay, the TV broadcast is saying, the fucking refs are saying 1st and 10. Yep, that might be. That is, that if that holds, I think he's short, though. I think he's short. I would challenge that if possible. Dead clown. Yep. Mixing on your fantasy team. He's not going to come through at this point. He dropped 25. That he did. They're reviewing. They should. Zach Taylor is... I think Zach's challenging. Zach's challenging. I that was short. That was 100% short. That was 100% short, and the Bengals should absolutely get the ball back on that. They're not reviewing. Doesn't look like it. All right. Yep, that's game. That's game. All right. Well, Bengals 5-3. I know half my team is on a bye, and I'd love the upset. What, in fantasy? Yeah. Mike White owns Joe Fraudrow. Joe Fraudrow, what a joke. Not the best game on the planet from Joe Burrow today. That interception killed him. They had that game mostly under control until Joe Burrow threw that interception, man. Joe Fraudrow. You're dumb for saying that. You're dumb. That's stupid. Bengals will bounce back. They got a Browns team that only put 10 on the Steelers, so that'll be interesting. Bengals bounce back next week. We're gonna get to 6-3 next week. I'm telling you that. Prediction wrong. I said 35-10, didn't I? I did. Bengals got near 35 on offense, but that defense. And then the offense just really couldn't get shit going when they needed to. That first quarter was horrible. Thank God for 2 interceptions, because it was looking like a blowout at one point. The Bengals got lucky to get back in that game. Nah, Bengals lost to the Jets. You know what? Credit to the Jets. They came out. They played a hell of a game. The Bengals, I think, slept on the Jets. They said they weren't, but I'm not seeing it. That Bengals defense just got absolutely fucking annihilated. Like, that was by far and away the worst defensive performance I've seen all year. I cannot believe they did that. Unreal. What we got? If you have anything that makes you feel better, I'm a Lions fan. Well, beer makes me feel a little better. I'm glad to not be a Lions fan. But I'm not going to lie to you. The Lions are probably like one of the few teams in the NFL that makes me feel better about being a Bengals fan. The Lions, maybe the Falcons. About the same for the Falcons, really. The Bengals and Falcons have both kind of had their ups and downs. Plenty of ups throughout the years. Not really so much recently for the Bengals, but both lost 2 Super Bowls. So I'd say the Falcons are a team I could say, like Bengals are about on par with. The Lions, at least they have some like really old history. You can think back to the days when the Lions were good. You can't. Your dad probably can't. Maybe your grandpa can. But that's at least, something. Well. All right, guys. I'm not going to lie. I still had fun doing that. Bengals lose a stinker, 34-31 to the New York Jets. Fall to 5-3. Still not in horrible position. Still, I would say, are probably more likely than not to make the playoffs. Jets go to 2-5. But Bengals, you cannot do that. Go back next week, take care of business against the Browns at home. Then you're right there at 6-3, and that's a lot better than a lot of people thought we were going to be this year. 5-3 is a lot better than what a lot of people thought we were going to be this year. A lot of people were thinking that this road stretch would lead to 2-1. We just thought it was the Ravens we were going to lose to, not the Jets. So, Burrow stinks. Yeah, Joe Burrow does not stink. Joe Burrow's a fine quarterback. He had a pretty good game today. Not great. He had the one interception that was on a tipped pass, and that was killer. But I wouldn't say that's entirely his fault. Joe Burrow today, 21 of 34 for 259 yards, 3 touchdowns. Even with the one interception, he still had a 102.5 quarterback rating. He was fine. There were some underthrows, there were some overthrows. He wasn't perfect, but no quarterback's perfect. I think he was just fine. I think we need a little bit better than fine today to win the way the defense played, but he was, all accounts, he was just fine. So, what do we got going on here? The Jets have been a bottom feeder for I think he meant to say for a minute. Jacksonville stinks. The Washington football team stinks. What does the Washington football team have to do with anything? Bengals haven't played them. The Jaguars stink. Yeah, the fact that we barely beat them was kind of trash, but we still smacked the Ravens. So I mean, you can't sit here and say who have you beat because we beat the Ravens. So I mean, honestly, fuck off with that. We were a missed field goal away from beating the Packers. So I mean, this team is not frauds. This team is fine. Not okay. Losing to the Jets is not fine, but this team will be fine. We're still 5-3. We're still most likely going to make the playoffs. This team's still on the rise. So, I say fuck off with that dumb shit, honestly. What a depressing game. The Jets didn't even have a great game. Mike White, 405 yards. And he didn't even have a single receiver go over 100 yards. He had Michael Carter, Jamison Crowder, Ty Johnson, Elijah Moore, Denzel Mims, Keelan Cole, Tyler Kroft, for Christ's sake, Braxton Berrios, Jeff Smith, and Ryan Griffin all made catches today. Not a single one went over 100 yards, but Mike White came out here and had a 405-yard day. The Bengals got 2 interceptions on them with basically nothing. To no reason that they should have, the Bengals didn't capitalize perfectly on those interceptions on offense, to be fair, but you let Mike White shred you for 405 yards passing, and then rushing, the Jets put together a committee with, Michael Carter, Ty Johnson, Elijah Moore, Michael Pirine, for 98 yards. If Jeff Smith hadn't had that one tackle for a 1-yard loss, it'd be 99 yards. So, look, man, this defense just got absolutely fucking worked all day. And the Bengals still should have won. That's the crazy thing. The Bengals, Zach Taylor goes for that field goal earlier in the game, and, this game goes to overtime. Jamar Chase catches that touchdown pass. Guys, the Bengals win by at least 4 points, if not 7 points. Look, Bengals lost. At the end of the day, Bengals lost. But, to say that the Bengals are frauds, no. The Bengals just got worked. The Bengals kind of didn't quite put together everything they needed to put together, and the defense absolutely did not come to play. But, shit happens. The Titans lost to the Jets, and look where they are. So I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. But I am frustrated. I am so fucking mad right now. You cannot put that up. What a way to inaugurate my channel, by the way, to crack the champagne bottle over this channel. Again, not the first video I've ever put out, but the first of many going forward. And what a way to do that with just an absolute Bengals fucking stinker. So, not sure what I'm going to do with them in the power rankings now, but it's not going to be good. Not going to be good. But anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks to everybody who commented and, gave me... Because, every once in a while, me and Thomas will live stream on the Battle of Ohio podcast, and nobody watches, and it feels like talking into a void. For my first stream ever to have people paying attention, I don't care if you're a Ravens fan. I don't care if you're a Jets fan. I don't care if you're even a Steelers fan. I don't care, who you're rooting for. I don't care if you're Jordan coming in here, my old... longtime childhood buddy Jordan, dropping in to just troll me to shit and back over, Burrow injuries and, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all came and watched, and that makes me feel good, so I appreciate that, and I will be doing more of this going forward. And I'm not going to lie, even though the Bengals just lost a stinker, doing this stream just made it, I don't want to say hurt less, but... I'm not ready to go punch a wall right now, like I am sometimes after the Bengals lose stupid games. So I really appreciate you guys listening, and I will 100% be doing this as much as I can going forward for the away games. Like I said, check the channel for vlogs of the home games, and I'm going to try to pump out some other content, and we're going to get this channel growing, and I'm just doing it because it's a whole lot of fun. So, thanks for listening, everybody. Price is Right. No, okay, so that was an old comment. Anything else? No new comments. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. I'd leave y'all with a Who Day, but apparently the Jets are day. So, but I'll see y'all next time, and we're gonna have a lot of fun on this channel. So, thanks.